What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Cleveland Cavaliers fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. We're doing a live play-by-play reaction to scoreboard chat for tonight's game. The San Antonio Spurs finishing up their road trip against the Cleveland Cavaliers. At least I think they're finishing up their road trip. It's going to be a tough game for the Spurs. Cleveland's a big team. They're a good team. They are without Evan Mobley tonight, so that will help the Spurs. Of course, the Spurs are without Victor Wembanyama, Darren Fox, and a huge surprise. Charles Bassey's out tonight. What's up, Steven? Thank you for stopping in. Jacob, good evening to you. Zach, happy the opening eight, Kokoshibo. Zach, did the Yankees win? I was watching some of the game and they were up 4-1 in like the bottom of the eighth with like 2 outs. So I'm assuming they won, but I had other stuff I had to get to. I'm thinking they won. Very good. Good afternoon, evening. Trace, thank you for stopping in. Lights out. Mark, this is it. After tonight, it's the final countdown. 10 games left of the Spurs season. And all signs are pointing to TSR Sports and you guys, we will have done every single game together. Maybe you guys have missed some games, but I did not load manage at all once this year. All 82 games, plus 13 preseason and summer league games, 95 games, blam. First time in the channel's history we'll have called every Spurs game. I think it's pretty cool. We made a promise to do that, and we came through. Damon, this game might be 14 Yankees win. J Money, what's going on? This could be it could get ugly. I'm not gonna lie. As a Spurs fan, I'm gonna be optimistic, but also gonna be realistic. Cleveland's a good team, and I don't know how we're gonna. I don't know what we're gonna do here. The Spurs will get to 500. Uh, Spurs are 31 and 40. That means we can only lose one more game. We have to go 10-1. I'll love the San Antonio Spurs. I'll be a fan until I'm put in the grave. I don't think we're going 10-1 with this schedule. Is that gonna be nice? That would mean we're a playing team. I mean, that would be one of the greatest finishes to a season in Spurs history. To be an underdog at this point in the season, to look like a lottery team, and then to close out 10-1 against a whole bunch of playoff teams to make the play-in. It'd be a Cinderella story, but maybe. Fokashibo, you missed one game. All right, hey, that's pretty good. That's good. Jacob, the Cavaliers are coming into the game with a record of 58 and 14. 58 and 14. They have 30 wins and 5 losses at home. We are 11 and 23 on the road. Can the Spurs win? Can they win this game? Of course. They have done this the last few years as a lottery team. They've beaten good teams. The Denver Nuggets near the end of last season is a perfect example. They actually beat the Nuggets this season too. We'll see. I hope for hopefully at least a good game. And this is what I said in the video yesterday or one of the day before. Whatever happens, if the Spurs lose to a lot of these playoff teams coming up, at least go down swinging. Don't be down 25 points at halftime. Keep it close as much as you can, and if you lose in the end by 8-12 to a legit playoff team like the Cavs, so be it. Just don't go down 30 in the fourth quarter and turn the whole fourth quarter to garbage time. Yes, Sirski, good evening to you. Thank you for stopping in. 31 wins is a huge improvement. I think we'll win at least one more game the rest of the season, right? We got some bad teams in front of us. We play the Raptors again. They're ranking, I think. 32 wins would be a 10-game improvement. That's something to build on, especially when you consider we didn't have our head coach for most of the season. Money missed, going to come out to what, a little less than half the season. Darren Fox came here for, what did he play, 12 games with us? 15 games? I don't know. It didn't feel like a lot. He's out. An interim head coach that was not ready for prime time. I would consider this a success. Uh, yes, Milo De La Prez, but they're probably going to win, but I hope the Spurs keep this competitive. Ex-Giants running back, LaShawn Johnson. I don't even know who that is. I don't remember him at all, Zach. Was he like a second or third string running back? The name is totally escaping me. 30 points per Castle, I'm going to call it. I like it, Kokoshibo. Jamie, good evening to you. And you know what? I was actually thinking that today. This is our first time playing the Cavaliers. We played them twice in our remaining games. He does tend to play up to his opponents a little bit. I thought that today. I didn't think he was going to go. I didn't think like you did he's going to go over 30, but it did cross mine at one point, and I'm like, I wonder if Steph will have a good game against a playoff team. Barnes and Son need to step up. Yeah, the whole team needs to step up. What's up, Jamal? Thank you for stopping. And Bart, what's Bart? I appreciate your comments in the videos, that you've been doing lately. Even if you don't have a comment to ask about something or make a comment on the content on the screen, you're still commenting, for the algorithm and help to support the channel. I appreciate that. Comment to help support the channel. I think is what you've been doing. That actually does help. So thank you. Little things like that, appreciate it. Backup run. Oh, Tiki. I don't remember him all. When I think Tiki Barker backups, I think uh, Ron Dane for a few years, and then he also split time with Brandon Jacob. Was Brandon there at the end of Tiki's career? I think he was, right? I don't remember Johnson. And I'm pretty good at remembering Johnsons. What? Anybody? Crickets? Castle has cooked OKC on multiple occasions. Do we play the Thunder again? Actually, what do we? I'm gonna pull up our schedule. Oh, well, actually, here are the starters for tonight: Chris Paul, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, Bismack Biyombo. Have you guys, by chance, caught anything from Mitch Johnson on why Bismack Biyombo's starting over Jeremy Sohan at this point? I know Sohan's undersized, but Biyombo's not part of our future. He's 32 years old. His prime is behind him. Jeremy Sohan hopefully still has a prime in front of him with San Antonio. So why is he getting so few minutes? I think in the last loss against Detroit, he played 15 minutes. Sure, he might be having stretches where he's not playing well. See a lot of guys on this team, especially in that Detroit game when we in the second quarter we went 10 freaking minutes without a field goal. Why are we not playing Sohan and developing? Well, he's constantly playing out of position. He's not getting minutes. Are the Spurs moving on, secretly moving on from him in the offseason? Seriously, I don't get the development process with him. I remember Thunder and Lightning. Cool, Anthony. Thank you for stopping in. Area 51 says, all of a sudden you want Mitch's choices to, well, that's true, to make sense. You know what, Mitch Johnson? I got two words for you. Sucker! I mean, if they were tanking, then would Castle? Well, maybe they would be giving Castle as many minutes. I don't think where we're sitting in the standings. The highest we can get, I believe, is eighth. There is a big game tonight. We have actually a couple games to keep an eye on. I think the Heat and Rick, good evening from Austin. I think two teams near us in the lottery are playing. And like I said many times on this channel, I'll never root for the Spurs to lose, but I sure as hell will root for the teams to win that are around them. So the Heat and the Hawks play at 7:30. We want the Heat to win, and that's a double win because the Heat would move if we lose tonight, which we'll assume we will because of who we're playing. But if that plays out and the Heat win, they drop below us. We got the Lakers playing the Bulls. I don't think the Bulls played last night. The Lakers won just barely. I think I read on LeBron James game winner. So that's a back-to-back for LA. We need the Bulls to beat the Lakers. So be rooting for the Heat and the Bulls tonight. And as far as the rest of the NBA, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't affect us one way or the other. So yes, Miami, and Chicago. You want them to win tonight. We want our guys to win too, but I'm being realistic. It's going to be tough. Anything's possible any given Sunday, or in this case Thursday. But this would be an amazing win for the Spurs if they can pull this off tonight. There you go, Rick. Go Heat. No, I agree with that too. Somebody recently commented on the channel. He's like, any Spurs fan that, what did they say? Spurs fans that root for the team to win right now are losers. And I'm like, I have to think about that. Anthony, $2 super chat says tomorrow heading downtown to San Antonio for 2 games. Nice, man. Enjoy the games and have a good time. 4 piles. What's going on tomorrow? Yes, the Yankees did win. But I still looked at that comment. I was like, any Spurs fans that is rooting for the team to win right now is a loser? Do you not want the losing mentality to get off this team? I understand wanting a better lottery pick. Root for the other teams to win. Don't root for our guys to lose. They've lost 6 years in a row. We need to start establishing a winning mentality and culture in San Antonio, not a continued losing mentality. Dare I say, if you're losing for this team to outright lose, I'm not going to say you're a loser like this other commenter did, but I mean, do you really think that's the best interest of the team? This would be 6 years of Kelvin losing 5 years of Devin. Stephon Castle's first year. We already know Wemby from the look on his face in those losses We ain't gonna want to lose much longer. Establish a winning culture now, or at least fight, something, development. Because they're just going out there tanking the last 10 games of the season and not trying. What are you developing for next season? Nothing. Oh yeah. There's my little my tangent. Castle is not a lock for rookie of the year, Nate Dogg. He's looking good as rookie of the year, but you got to keep an eye on Alex Sarr and Zachary Rasache. There's a lot of people that are like, it's a lock. Like, there's 10 games left. What if he plays poorly? If he was to get hurt, whatever happens and knock Stefan Castle down a peg. And then in the interim, Zachary Rasache or Alexander Sarr have the best stretches of their career because I think that's the three-headed monster right there. It's going to be one of those three players. I do have Castle in the lead, and he's also number one in the rookie ladder, but it's not a lock. Basketball's 82-game season, just like when I've watched UFC. It's a 25-minute fight in the championship rounds, and you see fighters just kind of go through the motions sometimes in the fifth round and then lose a decision thinking they have it. Players are on the court, and away we go. What's up, Deliza? Blippy, thank you for stopping in, Greco. Matthias Gonzalez has been playing well, but I don't think he's played well enough the whole season to be in consideration. Isn't he averaging under 10 points per game? Chris Paul, first shot of the game, good. He's come on late in the season, but I'm pretty sure he's averaging under 10 points per game. And all the rookies I mentioned are averaging around 12 or more. You're gonna have to be in that stratosphere to get rookie of the year. If you're averaging 8 or 9 now, no chance. Just like Jalen Wells for the Grizzlies, I think he's out of the running now. He's averaging under 11 points per game. Done. Castle into the paint, tosses it to Biombo, and stepped out of bounds. Nice road trip. Oh, Lance, what's up? Injury report, Jalen Tyson, Ty Jerome out for the Cavs. For the Spurs, Bassey, Fox, and Wemby, which we knew about Fox and Wemby. Charles Bassey, is he realistically going to play again this year? Seriously, just shut him down. I'm not sure I like this court. Bud Dog, what's going on? Machine 78. Today is MLB opening day. My Yankees won 4-2 against, I think it was Milwaukee. I watched a little of the game, but it was on at 3 o'clock, so it was at a weird time while I was still at work and had some stuff I had to do before this game. That's first shot for Donovan Mitchell tonight. That's a miss. Spurs ball up by 2. Okay, that's fair. Area 51 says Jalen Wells might not be running for rookie there, but he was a steal in the draft. Where was he drafted, Area 51? Jalen Wells. Was he a second round pick, right? I think he was a second round pick. I'm not sure I like these courts by the Cavs. That's a miss. Offensive rebound by Donovan Mitchell. We're probably going to hear offensive rebound by Cleveland a lot tonight. He was 39th. 4 on the shot clock for Cleveland. Still looking for their first bucket, and now we're going to have a foul on Devin Vassell. I will say, I did see Castle has the highest usage. I did see that, Rico. Yeah, his usage has been off the chart. If he didn't get hurt, would Jared McCain have been the steal of the draft? Because I think he was drafted 16th or 17th, and with all due respect to Stefan Castle, if he kept playing the way he had been, he would have been easily the rookie of the year. Part of being a rookie of the year or being having a great season is being available for the whole season, and he was injured like early on in the season. Dean Wade misses it. Dean Wade starting. I didn't even catch starting line for the Cleveland. Biombo with the ball out to CP3, gets it over to Castle. Castle's going to take off in the paint. And it's good. Spurs up 6-0. What's up, Bando? Thanks for stopping in. Looks like someone. Oh, that does look like somebody forgot to mop the floor. Ooh, that's ugly. There's another miss for Cleveland. What is going on tonight? Spurs out to a good start. CP3 for 3. No good. Wade with the rebound. This is perplexing. The Cavs are 0 for 5. The Spurs are 3 for 5 to start us off. Donovan Mitchell's going to drive in the paint. Layup, no good. They just can't hit anything. CP3 gets it up to Devin Vassell. He's going to stop and pop a three-pointer. No good. Castle with the follow-up. Simon Jama. Timeout Cleveland. Castle with the thunder.
Thunder. Thunder. Thunder. Thunder. Dunk of justice.
I see Knuppel, whatever his name is, Con Knuppel, mock to us a lot. My issue is not his talent or his shooting. We're in a timeout by Cleveland. My issue is his size. The team needs size, and if we draft another player that I think he's 6'6", some of you have said actually maybe 6'5" without shoes, Yes, we need shooting, but the team desperately needs size. This is wow. Yes, con nipple. I believe it's pronounced nipple. Somebody mentioned it's K and then female body part, where the guys have. This is a great start. This is not what I expected tonight. I'm happy for the team. I'm glad they're coming out like this tonight, when you consider how rough that last game was against Detroit. They're playing another playoff team, a better playoff team for that matter, and starting off well. Castle's got 4 points, by the way. We were just talking about Castle for Rookie of the Year, and he's got four already. Great start. Maxime Reynaud. Yeah, Kokoshiba, a lot of people are talking about him on the channel. And I tell you guys, I might not be able to respond to them, but I do read every comment, unless the comment starts off with, you're a piece of trash, or well, we rarely get those. But if somebody's being abusive, then I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm not gonna read that. Or maybe I will read it because they took the time to write it, but then, see ya, you're done on the channel. And that's something I haven't done in the past, but if somebody constantly I see a pattern of just being a jerk face, we had a subscriber that every comment, and they're not here tonight, and actually wouldn't know if they're here, but every comment was, Wemmy's going to the Lakers, the Spurs suck, the Spurs are trash. And after a year of that, I'm like, what? Why? So they're hitting on the channel. I don't like doing that, but I also want to, strive to present a positive culture. Yes, we can be, pessimistic at times or negative or upset with what's happening. But if that's all you are, even in the Spurs wins, maybe the Spurs aren't for you, actually. Like, seriously, you're not even happy when the Spurs win, bro? Yes. Oh, wait, 32 wins. Wait, the Spurs gonna get Chris Paul gets a huge bonus if the Spurs get win number 32? Jim, what's going on? Jason Tatum, how bad's his injury? I have not heard personally. Yes, a winning personality call. I mean, what's up, Eric? You know, I believe everybody's entitled to their opinion, but if your opinion on every video is negative, it's like, I don't want to support that behavior. Be critical. If you disagree with my opinion, let me know. TSR, I don't like this draft pick because, I'm welcome to that conversation. Or TSR, you guys are telling me the Maxine Reno video. I didn't know he played with Wemby. I read 5 or 6 scouting reports. It was never mentioned they played together in France back when you were younger. So I didn't know. You guys let me know, but you guys let me know in a productive way. Like, dude, how did you not know? Or this, I'm like, I didn't, but I'm glad you're telling me. I love that kind of feedback. What's up, Brian? Thank you for stopping in. Lights out. I didn't know Wemby had a surgery. Road trip, that's true too. He's not happy right now as the Cavs. They still have not scored. Here's a long three by Headband Guy. Is that Matt Stoops? Yes, it was. But he also Headband Guy. CP3 with the ball, kicks it out to Castle. Castle's going to fire off a three. Front rim, no good. Loose ball is chased down by Stefan Castle. All right, gets his own miss. He's going to take it in the paint. Yeah, gets blocked by the rim. Gets another rebound, but this time throws it into the Cavs. Playing aggressive, maybe a little overly aggressive. Shoots with another three, no good. Biombo with the rebound. Biombo, Biombo. Where is Ron Jambo? Barnes for three down the other end. Splash. Let's go. What's up, Bobby February? William Juby, Headband Guy for MVP. Rob Loxian, thank you for stopping in. Hello, Aqua. Right, Dragon? Maybe the arm motivated for him tonight. Mitchell in the paint, a little bit of contact, doesn't get the foul, does get the bucket. We're going to back up to Vassell real quick, and the Spurs offense will reset. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Devin over to CP3, back to Devin. Devin with the pass out to Barnes in the corner, his favorite spot, but no good on the three. Cavaliers ball down 11-5, 7:40 to go in the first quarter. This is in Cleveland, and now a three-point attempt by Mitchell is no good, but he drew the foul from Devin Vassell. I think, is that the second foul on Devin? Stingray X Factor, what's up? I just come in and heard Ron Jambo. It was the Ron Jambo song. Yeah, Franklin, I'm hearing Wemby had some kind of surgery. I didn't catch that. I've been kind of busy today. Admittedly, was working on the second channel. I'm having so much fun over there, guys. Now, I don't want you to think I don't have fun here. I love covering the Spurs and the Giants and doing various sports videos, but I'm kind of there's a niche here that I don't want to come out of. Like I'm not going to do comic book videos on here or other stuff. Whereas over there, I can just do whatever I want and whatever happens happens. The third most watched video now on that channel is the 10 worst movies that I own. People seem to enjoy it. Granted, it has minimal, small views by YouTube standards. It's like 600 or whatever. But still, I'm having fun over there. And thank you to those of you that are watching the content on that channel too. What's up, Steven? Go Spurs, go to you. Garth, Jader, what's going on? Too early to say anything. If they have a lead through the second and third quarter, then I'll say it looks like we can win because we've had really bad collapses in those two particular quarters at various points in the season. Donovan Mitchell hits all three former Utah Jazz guard. Boy, the Jazz, just what a crazy. That team just can't keep players for long term for whatever reason. Of late, Stockton Malone, of course, were there for forever. But I mean, like players like you thought they had something with Mitch and Gobert didn't work, and Boozer back in the day, Williams. Just there's a lot of players that spend 5 or 6, 7, 8 years there and then move on. Turnover by Cleveland down the other end after a Spurs miss. It's 11-8, 7-11 to go. It's probably something with uh, some kind of surgery. A strange incentive when he gets a $200,000 bonus for shooting more than 40% from the arc and 90% from the free throw line. Never discarded despite getting it right. Blaze and Bacon, good evening to you. It is 11-8. What is this thing? Are you guys watching on NBA League Pass? Above the Cavalier score, it says the diff -3, Castle for 3. No good. Do we have to tell people how to do basic math now to let them know there's a 3-point differential in the game when it's 11-8? Oh, what a huge block into the stands. No, no, no. Nothing happens. Harrison Barnes is back next year on a $18 million contract, I think. We didn't email you some info about the mega. Oh, you did? Okay. I have not got that in yet, William. I don't check that email. I do check it every morning, but I don't check it throughout the day. It's my secondary email. Spurs ball. Castle up to court in the paint. Layup. Oh, no good. He's doing a great job getting to the rim, but not exactly finishing particularly well tonight at the moment. He did struggle against Detroit in the first half and then went freaking nuclear in the third quarter. And that's a three by DeAndre Hunter, and we have a tied game. I am watching an NBA League Pass, and it's on my screen. Dennis, I don't know why I need to show the difference in the points. Whatever. Well, tied just like that. Oh, Yodi, we didn't get a look. Boop. Bum, 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 bum. Yodi, what are you doing? Don't do it. Don't you do it. Baby Yodi, boop, 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 baby Yodi, boop, 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 baby Yodi, boop, 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 boop. Oh boy. I knew he was up to no good. I saw him creeping up to the camera and I was like, something's going on. What's interesting, the info on Wemby surgery came from the French national team. Did he have surgery in France? Huh. What's going on, Rob? Thank you for stopping in. Oh, Greg wants to say hi. Your voice be with you. Your head be with you too. May the headman be with all of you. By the way, If anybody is watching the show and hasn't finished yet, I watched Reacher's season 3 finale today. And if you do like Reacher, season 3, not as good as season number 1, but I did think it was an improvement on season number 2. The fact that I can't even remember what happened in season number 2 shows how good season 2 was. I watched it, I didn't hate it, but I'm drawing a total blank on what happened in the show. I remember season 1, I remember this season, season 2. I remember a character that was in it. Oh wait, it's coming back to me like a big. Yeah, I don't remember what the crux of the story was. I'm drawing a really big blank. Man, headband guy's pretty jacked. Just saying. Cavs 4.5 games ahead of the Celtics coming in tonight. The Celtics are 9-1 in their last 10. The Cavs are 6-4. The Cavs should hold on to the top spot, but you never know. Jax Cordy, yo to you. Whole of buying Spurs stuff. Wow. A Spurs UFC room. Dang, Rob, I don't have any signed jerseys by the Spurs, so good on you, man. Howdy, Gabriel. Thank you for stopping in. It is Spurs ball. The game is all tied up with about 6 minutes to go in the first quarter, and the Spurs came out firing with the Cavs being, a good team that they are, did catch up. And now Vassell with a shot from the elbow, going to get fouled. Looks like he's going to the line for 2, and that's going to be the first foul on Cleveland tonight. Can you go Spurs go to you, or go Spurs? Oh, a ticky-tacky foul. I hate the way I mean, yeah, I hate the way they call fouls today. The difference really is the point differential on the screen. I'm surprised you guys that are other folks that are watching NBA League Pass don't have that. It really says the diff 0. Yeah, I know it's tied. Not anymore. Now the diff is 1. Duncan, Parker, and Aldridge is next. Wow. If that do the surgery is concerning. Yeah, I don't remember him saying they need. I thought this was going to be blood thinners. Yeah, I guess Bart. That's a good point. That does make it a little more concerning. We know he takes phenomenal care of himself. He works like heck to keep his body in shape. He's got the best doctors in the world. He'll be okay, but it's gotta yeah, think positive. There's a runner by Donovan Mitchell, banks it off the glass, 13 all. It is Spurs ball. Julian Champagny is checked in for San Antonio, as has Keldon Johnson. And 2 has the ball right now. Is that CP3? Yes, it is. His pull-up jumper is no good. I couldn't see CP3 over his defender because he's small. He's SMO. He's small. Like he's shorter than me. So I can say he's small. Sturz drives back door. Goes back door. No way I say this is going to make it sound good now. Spurs have 0 field goals in the last 3 minutes. Can somebody hit a bucket? Anybody? Well, there you go. Some cases they go and break the cloud up. Okay. Yeah, lights out. I know I'm not trying to pick on it, but it does seem very awkward. There's a miss by Darius Garland. Spurs ball. And missed who shot who got the 2-point bucket for us in the last drive. Vassell pull up from the elbow. Good. We took the lead. Was that last season? No, this. I mean, that's well, this season. That's the story. Was that the season story last season too? There's a turnover by Cleveland. Spurs got numbers. Vassell in the paint, an alley oop, and an alley oop layup by Bismack Biyombo. I need to focus on the game here. The Spurs. The diff is 4. Spurs up by 4. This diff thing is making me laugh seeing it on my screen. Maybe this is a Cleveland thing. Maybe this is a Cleveland thing. I'm watching the freaking Cavs stream, aren't I? Ah, and it switched to the Spurs. Get off of the Cavaliers stream, TSR. The Cavs put the diff on because apparently their announcers can't do math. Yeah, the diff is gone. I was watching the stupid Cleveland stream. No offense, let's sell an airball. No offense to any Cavaliers in the chat, but obviously if you're a Cleveland fan, you want to watch your stream on NBA, whatever you're watching on. I would like to watch my stream. Wemby playing in the summer? This is on NBA League Pass. Chris Daniel 96 Jimenez. T Gunk 82. What's going on? I was watching it. I'm gonna Chuck Norris myself. I deserve that. The art of tanking without tanking. There's a three by DeAndre Hunter, no good. I believe you're quoting Enter the Dragon, which is my favorite martial arts movie of all time, Courtney. Go, Spurs, go. Good morning to you. Got your jersey of Wemby. Nice. Spurs up by two. Champagne in the paint. Pull up J is an air ball. Oops. I don't know if that was supposed to be a pass or what that was supposed to be, but it wasn't good either way. Mitchell's going to fly into the paint. Gets blocked, but we're going to have a foul on San Antonio, and that's going to be two free throws coming up. Chuck does fix everything. French Coast was asked about when he available for the summer, and that is when he. Oh, I'd rather, with all due respect to the French teams, let me take the summer off and just focus on his health. He didn't get a summer off last year. I'd really like him to not do anything in the summer. You know, doctor, but here's how after the see me surgery could cause him. Definitely repeated motion, yes. Dragon, yes. Definitely that repetitive motion. Weird that we saw two NBA players, two high-profile NBA players, too, both get the same injury, different body parts, but the same injury within 6 weeks. If you don't know what I'm speaking of, Damian Lillard was just diagnosed with that. I assume his season's over. Of course, won me back on, and right after the All-Star game, we found out about that. Mitch hits both free throws. Donovan Mitchell, not Mitch Johnson. Just putting that out there. I figure we're quoting Bruce Lee. Courtney, the art of fighting without fighting? Show me some. Me later. Kelvin in the paint with the miss, but the putback by Kelvin is good. Don't think. Feel like a finger pointing away to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger, or you lose all that heavenly glory. A lot of philosophy in that movie, too. Ball's going to go out of bounds after a miss, and it's going to be Cleveland ball. Definitely the summer off. I would assume Dame's out for the season. Joe, I can't imagine he's going to come back. I would be shocked. I thought it was a minimum of 6 months too, William. So I'm hoping he doesn't do anything but relax. Don't do it when you want to get down to it. Just relax. Obviously, practice what he can. Wow, nice drive and finish by Isaac Okoro with a high layup. 21 all. Spurs ball. Blake Wesley's checked in. I like what Blakeman's been doing for the most part off the bench lately. Glad he's getting minutes. Champagne with the corner three. Boink, no good. Casball. Over prime? Indeed. Jaden, hey to you. That's a long three by Mitchell. Well, I say that was a long three by Donovan Mitchell, but he apparently didn't think so. Donovan Mitchell is playing. He just hit a three on us. He's got 10 points already, almost half of Cleveland's points. Bart, I hope you're right. Jeremy is wide open for three in the corner. That was ugly as hell, but it went in. That was like a whoop. Like that had almost no arc on it. It went right at the rim and then in. David, good chance to win Rookie of the Year. Keep your eye on Alexander Sarr and Zachary Risache. They are playing well. Throw it a corner three. They've been playing well lately. It's not a lock. It's looking good for Rookie of the Year, but not a lock yet. Probably won't be a lock until game 80, 80, 81, or 82. Sohan with the miss in the paint. Cleveland ball up by three. Mitchell blows right by Vassell and passes it out for three. Dean Wade for three, and the Cavs are hitting their threes left and right now. Yes, please do hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel. Hopefully we can get to 50 before the end of the first quarter. I guess it does go to Bill Cooper, but I'd rather be safe than sorry with Wemby. Let's out the ball at the moment. He's played the whole first quarter and just turned it over. Cavs on the run. Wade missed the layup, and then Javonte Green missed the putback. I think Wade should have passed that. He had two defenders on him. He's being a little selfish there. He had somebody with him. I think he should have passed that for the easier bucket. Greg, what's going on? Safe travels home. Keldon with the drive in the paint, miss. The offensive putback by Keldon, no good. Spurs are down by 6. That's the biggest lead of the game for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell's going to take the final shot into the paint. No, he kicks it out for an open three, and it's no good. Javonte Green misses the three. The Spurs are down by 6. Jaden, we don't know what's going to happen with Pop yet. The All-Star performance definitely he has in his back pocket. Performing in the slam dunk contest and being the best dunker, not the best jumper, is in his back pocket as well. But you gotta look at season stats, and Sarr and Versace have been playing better as of late. I think Alexander Sarr is actually shooting the three better than Castle this year. I think his field goal percentage is lower, ironically, but his 3-point percentage is higher. Is Becky under contract? I feel like she's under contract for another year or two with Las Vegas, which means she would not be the coach of the Spurs next season. I don't think the WNBA has an out. Um, like I know international players, if you get an offer from the NBA, you can void your contract and come over here. I don't think the WNBA has anything like that, or maybe they do. I don't know. Still under contract. Okay, I figured. Area 51 is here. Well, they're not, but they are. I don't think not road trip. And she would get a much bigger contract than I would think in the NBA. The WNBA is yet to be profitable. So going from that type of organization to a profitable organization, granted the NBA's been losing viewers left and right over the last decade, I think she would still be in line for a much bigger contract. I don't think Mitch Johnson will be our coach either. He's been better as of late, but still better is, I mean, the bar is pretty low when we talk about how he's coaching early in the year. So the bar has been up a little bit, but yeah, I don't want him back. So what I've thought about Pop, and I've said this before on the channel, but anybody hasn't heard my spiel on what I think will happen with Pop is I don't think he's going to come back to head coaching because of his age and his recent medical history, or medical issues, I should say. It wouldn't shock me if he comes back because he seems like that kind of stubborn, like, I'm going to show everybody that I can come back that says I can't. But I think what likely will happen is he'll step down as head coach, but stay with the Spurs organization in a front office role, probably his current front office role. Just the travel and the stress and just the toll it takes all season for somebody of his age, it's probably not even health wise in his best interest to come back. And more important, the most important thing is your health, right? For any of us, that's one of our most important things is our health, and it's whatever's best for him. And if it is to come back and coach the Spurs, okay. Second quarter on the way. Art, you never know. Someone drives in the paint, looks for a dunk, gets a block actually, sorry. And then Kelman turns it over as he gets pickpocketed from behind. This is true too. Papa's gonna have to be very clear he's not coming back. Blake Wesley would have steal, but then he gets fouled. Or sorry, it's called for a foul. Wow, English. Yeah, he hit the body. Kelvin and Mitchell were crashing into each other in after that steal attempt. Whew, I'm getting a little tired here. It's only the second quarter. What's happening here with TSR? Is it all the lights on me? I'll tell you, sitting here with the lights on you, it does make your eyes a little sleepy. It is Cleveland ball up by 6. Donovan Mitchell guarded by Sohan, starts to drive, kicks it out. Wide open three is good. Sam Morrell off the bench. And the Cavs are hitting their threes now. The land is annoying you? Blake Wesley with the ball right now for the Spurs. Back to Sohan. Sohan thinks about a three, pulls it down, spins around, back out to Blake Wesley. He is going to fire off a three. Blake Wesley for three. Beck has a 4-year deal with the Aces. She's actually eligible to get extended after this season. Okay, Greco, I thought she had at least a 4-year deal. She didn't just sign like a 1 or 2 year contract. It was a good deal, and I think she was the highest or second highest paid coach in WNBA history when she signed her contract. You're welcome, Jeff. Thank you for stopping in. All fans welcome here, even Red Sox and Patriots and Lakers fans, and Cowboys fans and Eagles fans. Castle with an alley-oop to Sowen, and he missed the dunk. Ball falls in Kelvin Johnson's hands, and he misses the three. Stefan Castle with an offensive rebound. Can we get some better offensive possessions here, Spurs? Castle's going to drive on Merrill, the bucket, and one. There we go. She is the highest paid WNBA coach. Okay. I mean, how long was Becky with us? 8 years? 10 years? I don't know the actual math, but she was here a long time. A very long time. Castle with a chance at a 3-point play with the free throw. And it's going to bounce around a few times and finally bounce in. Thank you, T-Gunk. Could use as many thumbs up as possible. It helps the old algorithm. Stefan Castle leads the team in free throw attempts. Mitchell for three, no good. Actually, not surprised he leads the team in free throw attempts. I mean, nobody attacks the rim like he does. I mean, Castle in the paint. Misses a shot. That was close, but no cigar. Green down the other end. Misses a layup. I mean, Wemby scored a lot in the paint, but he didn't go to the line like Steph does. There were a lot of games where Wemby went to the line 0 times. Steph's going to drive in the paint again. Toss it out to Champagnie. And the offense is going to reset over to Keldon. 8 on the shot clock for the Spurs. 9.5 minutes to go. 35-30. We're going to get Sohan in the paint. Sohan double teamed, and the ball gets swatted out of bounds. And it's off Sohan. I don't care what's going on. Thank you for stopping in. Usually it's the shot blocker the ball's off of, but not so much in this case. Cleveland ball. Donovan Mitchell will bring it up. Has Donovan Mitchell had a rest yet? If he has, it's been a very short rest. He's been playing a lot of heavy minutes for the Cavaliers in the first half. D. Mitchell with the ball guarded by Sohan one-on-one. A little crossover. He's going to find. Oh, nice. And Curl with a backdoor cut. Mitchell finds him. The dunk makes it 37-30. Wesley's going to drive in the paint. Out to Champagnie. He's going to fire off a catch and shoot three. Catch and shoot three, but it was an air ball. And now Champagnie blocked down the other end, which is going to be a goaltend. Sam Merrill got down there fast in transition. This is the biggest lead of the game. 9 points. The Cavs up on San Antonio. Score's starting to head in the wrong direction if you're a Spurs fan. If you're a Cleveland fan, this is perfect. But Cleveland's slowly starting to pull away a little bit. So hopefully this Mitch Johnson timeout can course correct and the guys can back to keeping it competitive. Road trip, even Mitch Johnson's not that. I think he is. Maybe. Maybe not. He's not that bad. But I appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. I mentioned this earlier in the season. It's the final countdown. The Spurs have 10 games left in the season. I'll be live for every game. That means we'll have called all 82 games this season for the first time in the channel history. We also get the 6-year anniversary coming up for the channel on April 5th, excuse me. There's no games on April 5th. Oh well. But it's been a fun season. And obviously a little disappointing with Wemby going down for the season, with Darren Fox being shut down, which we knew was going to happen sooner than later. Of course, Pop being out too. But there's a lot to be happy for. Next season, we'll have full Wemby, full Fox, Stephon Castle in his second year, whoever we draft this year in the draft, which will be a lottery pick with our pick. The Hawks pick, who the heck knows, but we'll have our own lottery pick. Maybe we move up into the top four. I did a simulator on Tankathon, and like 90% of the time we kept landing on 9 or 10, and Asa Newell was our draft pick every single time. I was like, all right, is Asa Newell the guy we're taking? I believe he's a 6'9" forward. I don't remember which college he's out of. I'm drawing a blank. I would not be sad if that was our pick with the ninth pick overall. Appreciate that, Darth Jader. Julian gets jammed on the airball three and then sums up our talent. Julian is fine for his contract. 4 years, 3 million a year. But I mean, he was in the starting lineup a lot this year and last year. He's not a starter in the NBA yet. Maybe never will be. Angel Bonjour from Paris. Paul, thank you. I don't think there's a lot of people that stream the Spurs games. I think we're a very small streaming community, but I think I'm the only streamer that's going to call out 82 games this year. I don't know. You think the Spurs will reach 35 wins? It's going to be tough. We have a really hard schedule the rest of the season, but we do play one or two tanky teams. We play the Raptors, who are tankish, and then the Trailblazers, who might be tanking by the time we get to them, or at least not putting a maximum effort. Anthony, I miss seeing Victor go for 30, 40, or 50, and then while there's a percentage of us didn't like seeing him fire three after three when he gets hot, and he was hitting 3 or 4 in a row and just taking over quarters, all the shot blocks, the triple doubles, the double doubles. I mean, yeah, I miss Wemmy, but you know, I'm watching the rest of the season because I am a Spurs fan, but I want to see the continued development of Stephon Castle and see how the other guys play. We got a Mamu signing. I mean, you gotta tune in because any given night, apparently Mamu could go off for a historic night, right? I don't think he'll do that again this season, but you never know. Champagne corner three gets blocked. We're gonna get into Castle. Castle's gonna have to fire up a quick shot, and the layup is gonna roll up the rim. Steph is having some bad luck at the rim today. Just stuff not dropping in for him. He's taking a lot of shots. Speaking of shots, there's DeAndre Hunter with a bucket. Hello, Rhonda. Bill Spurs go to you. Darth Jader, I was talking about. So the other channel is called I Make Crap. I've had multiple other YouTube channels that I eventually just stopped making content for, but I still have a lot of that content, so it's all on that channel. It's Stuck in the 80s, which I did movies reviews for just 80s films. Whackbag Films, which is where I originally started on YouTube back in 2006. So there's really bad low budget films from way back when. All my music that I do that's not sports related, I'm a musician, guitar, bass, vocals, drums, smidge of piano. And then I currently have current content is just an I Like Crap playlist where I'm making fun of bad movies, crappy comic books I buy. I've got a whole list of videos planned for that in the future, doing rankings on A Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday 13th, Star Wars. I love ranking tier video type videos. So I'm gonna drop the link to the channel right in here. I'm having a lot of fun over there. We're gonna have a foul on the other end. Spurs are down 10 right now. We're getting close to 550 subscribers, so I'm hoping 1,000 by the end of the year. I'm putting up my old music from like 1998. So this is a 20 and 21-year-old TSR that's up there. Not the video per se. Some of these music videos are brand new and I'm shooting them now. You can clearly tell they were shot yesterday. The music you can tell is me from 1998. Castle's at the line for two misses the first one. How much better are the Cavs? I don't like these jerseys that they're wearing right now, Paul. I'm more of a traditionalist. I prefer their standard colors over what they're wearing now. Same thing with the Spurs. When we rock the light blue uniforms, they're okay, but I prefer the silver and black. I prefer the uniforms they're wearing right now, actually. Those are my favorite current Spurs uniforms. Castle missed both free throws, you jabroner. I didn't know what else to call him. Gotta make your free throws, man. Mitchell for three. Oh boy. Yeah, that's the thing I like about the other channels. I can literally do anything over there. I'm not gonna, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna do anything political. There's some music that I just won't put up. Tomorrow's music video has a very Champagne for three death metal-y title. I guess I'll just say that. So I substituted some of the letters in the first word, but it's clear what I'm saying. That's what I was writing, type of stuff I was writing in 1999, and might not be for everybody. And I want to show my music progression of where I was playing really poor graphic death metal in the late 90s to a much cleaner metal sound without that type of lyrics the last 10, last 5 years or whatever. That's a miss for the Cavs. Sam Morril with the long three. I like Russell Wilson. I'm all in. Marbley, what's going on? Yes, I remember the Darius Garland trade rumors. Mama when the paint kicks out to an open Champagny. Champagny for three. Splash! All right, timeout Cleveland. Spurs cut it to 10. Yeah, David. I mean, I think they do all those different jerseys. It's to sell more jerseys. That's all it is. It's to make money. It's a marketing ploy. That's Brazilian Ghost. What's going on? Max, you won the baby Wemby, right, for your son? I believe. Am I getting my people confused? I think you got the baby Wemby. I don't know why we signed Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson. Whatever. It's still an improvement over Daniel Jones and the other guy who we're trying out there. I don't know what Charles Bassey's wearing. YK underscore 3X1L3D. I'm watching on NBA League Pass. Is his hoodie peeling? How do I look? Probably stupid. We might hit 54 the first. Well, maybe. Julian would shine with the Warriors. Maybe. How's the other guy? Okay, I'm sorry, man. You got Yodi. All right, you got baby Yodi. Dang it. I don't remember. Were you the one that sent me a picture of Yodi outside? It's hard to keep track of who got what these days. William Juby, if you're still in the chat, I got your email. I see it right there. Fax, yeah, okay, you're the one that got the Wemby. I got it. Where's the little picture of Yodi sitting outside? Dang it. I know you sent one. There he is. Fax, Brazilian Ghosts. There's his Yodi. Hanging outside, just chilling. Chilling like a villain. Anytime you guys take a picture of something I sent you, by the way, I keep that. I remember Veronica sent a picture of her Yodi sitting on her keyboard. That means a lot to me when you guys send something, and I just see, I don't know, it makes me happy that, um, yeah. By the way, speaking of stuff from TSR Sports, Bobby February, you won the trivia a few days ago. I'm still waiting for your email for what you want to pick out. So, um, my suggestion is obviously pick something out, shoot me an email. If you decide that you don't want something and you want to give it to another viewer, to other people have, please let me know. Want to do that too. I'm not putting any pressure for you on you to do that. It's just I want to do a giveaway. Teeing on you, if you send your pick of Baby Yodi, it's gonna go in the save folder. Yodi's got to stick together. Okay, get the game clock going. You ready, yo? Levitating baby coyote, coyote, my bestest little. That's right, levitating baby coyote. Baby Yodi with levitating action and kung fu grip. Vassell for three. Oh, boy. It wasn't an air ball, but it might as well have been. Darius guarded by Harrison Barnes. Don't like that. He passes it out. I would give it back to Darius. Nope, we got a wide open three in the corner. No good. As Dean Wade for three. Spurs ball trying to cut the lead back to single digits. CP3 is checked in. Keldon, Devin, CP3, Champagny, and Barnes. So this is center. Is this center Keldon or center Barnes? It's not good either way. My nose is itchy. Four on the shot clock for the Spurs. Champagny on a mile-long three. No good. My guys, you got to run the offense better than that. Against a team like this, it is Cleveland ball. 5 minutes to go in the first half. 10-point game. I suppose it could be worse. Stay competitive, guys. Just keep fighting. That's all I ask. Pull up J. No good by DeAndre Hunter. Spurs ball. Champagne will bring it up. That's it up to Kelvin. Back to Champagny, over to CP3. CP3 with a screen from Harrison Barnes. Back to Champagny. Champagny's going to get it back to CP3. He's finally get back to Champagny to paint. The little jumper is going to roll off the rim. A video of everybody's Yodi's pictures? Sure. I don't have enough pictures to make a video, but if we get enough, then yes. Absolutely, we'll do that. Kelvin with a looked like he traveled, but I guess he didn't. He just did like a hop in the paint. He's gonna get the ball back on 3-point lane. He's gonna fire off the three, and what the defender in his face? Jarrett Allen and Kelvin. It is center Johnson. R. Johnson's way too small to be playing center. It's freaking center Kelvin right now. Credit to him for being out there giving it a shot. And there's a almost turnover for the Cavs. They have 4 on the shot clock. Somebody's going to have to fire a shot off. Butler's going to fire off the 3. Air ball. Shot clock violation. 36-39. Sorry, 46-39. That was a nice 3 by Kelvin. Yeah, Randy, I thought the same thing with as many as I've seen him miss. I'm not trying to put the kid down. I thought he was sub 70%, but he's still over 70%. You remember the misses more than the makes when it comes to free throws, especially if somebody's in that 70% range because there's enough misses to remember. Vassell pull up Jay, good. Spurs down by 5. Spurs are on an 11-0 run. Did I just hear that right? Were we down 46-30 at one point? Yes, we were. Darius Garland in the paint, stops, pops, and it's going to roll off the rim and go out of bounds. It's going to stay with Cleveland. Carry us, Vassell. Somebody carry us, Paul. Anybody? Bueller? Whee! Wow. Mikey, good luck, fist. What a way to jump up on the table. We need a backflip up here. I mean, he is a ninja. Wouldn't expect anything less. 10 on the shot clock for the Cavs. And foul on Kelvin. Knocked Darius Garland down. That last game, second quarter, was abysmal. If anybody doesn't know what road trip's talking about, the Spurs went 10 minutes without a field goal against Detroit the other night. That was hard to watch. Gosh, he's pretty quick with the ball. What's up? I cooked a steak and they played. Darcy, they're on an 11-0 run. And yes, get the thumbs up. Oh, we certainly appreciate it. Max Strus drives in the paint, hits a layup, breaks the Spurs run. CP3 for 3, no good. Harrison Barnes with the rebound, gets it back to Chris Paul. Paul in the paint, pull up Jay. Also no good. Biscuit, buddy! I don't know if that's a record but it certainly did not feel good to go 10 minutes without a field goal. It's almost the whole second quarter. Bill, what's going on, man? Oops. Well, in his defense, Fonzwine, Kelvin's also playing center, or was playing center. Kelvin should not be playing center. That's... I have no words. He's what, 6'5", 6'6"? Way too small to be playing center. Sohange check back in, so now it's center Sohan, which not exactly is a great thing either, but at least he's got a little more size than Kelvin. Such a small team. We need to draft one of our freaking first-round picks, if we use both of them, has to be a big. If this team drafts 2 guards, I will... That live stream might get R-rated. Steal by Kelvin. Gets it up to Devin. Alley-oop to Sohan. There we go. We did score in transition. We did. I'll keep buying TSR merch. Rob, maybe this summer I'll talk to Miss TSR about it and we can come up with something, because I think she said she was on board with trying to figure merch out. I don't know what. My promise to you is whenever Kelvin flies in the paint, no defense there, hammers it.
Thunder, thunder, thunder. Thunder, dunk of justice.
I just heard somebody from the Spurs announce team said, "I love the fight we have tonight." That's what I want to see all the time. I just want to see them fight. Baby Yoda. Well, no, I can't do Baby Yoda TSR merch, Rob. That's copyright infringement. Sell with the ball, double teamed, almost turns the ball over. Steph will go get the loose ball. He's checked back in. Castle's going to take off into the paint. Misses at the rim. Man, Steph is getting close to the rim a lot, but just can't get him to drop tonight. 50-45 with about a minute to go. Down Mitchell one-on-one versus Steph. Here comes the pick and roll. Got CP3 on him now. Nice dribbling, but dribble a little too much and turned it over. Spurs get it up the court to get to Steph. Back to Sohan. Sohan in the paint layup. And one. Couch contingent merchant. That we could do. He has bear t-shirts. So what I was going to say before, my promise to you is I've looked into those before, and you have the merchant price and then the price you can pay or charge for your profit. My promise to you is I will try to keep those prices absolutely as low as possible. I see a lot of YouTube channels with hoodies for like 45 bucks, and I'm like, 45 freaking bucks for a damn hoodie? 50 bucks for a hoodie? No. If the merch cost is 25, you know what I'm putting on it? 26, because I think you have to put some sort of markup. $1. I don't want to make anything, to be honest with you, but I know you have to put something on there. My promise to you right now is if we do merch, it's going to be as close to cost as possible. Now, Area 51, I think he's okay. Castle is missing a lot of shots at the rim Font Swine tonight. He does need to work on that. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with the. Nope, that's a miss by. They're going to count that as a shot. That's a miss. I thought it was blocked. I don't know Castle's shooting tonight, but it can't be very good. And a quick foul on the other end on Devin, I think. Bobby, I try to keep it real. I do. I'm not here to try to take advantage of the viewer. No, that sounds bad, but I do watch a lot of YouTube channels as well, and I've told you guys it drives me crazy when I see channels doing sponsorships that's not related to their channel whatsoever, and is clearly a product they don't use that they're endorsing. And like, I guess you could say it's the same thing as a celebrity doing a commercial. I get it, and a lot of people on YouTube do it full time. It's just, I guess I'm just different. I don't know, whatever. Jared down on the paint. There is literally zero point 0.8 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Yes, Wemby had surgery today. Aqua, I'm not going to be stunned by anything the Giants do these days. CP3 standing on the Cavs logo at the moment, looking for a screen from Sohan. Get it back to Sohan, and Sohan got fouled. Rich doing a tequila. There you go. Tequila sponsor when I don't drink. The only sponsorships I would do is if it was Spurs or Giants related. But that's not likely, and it would have to be from a reputable sport. Like the San Antonio Spurs themselves or the New York Giants. Obviously, I would accept that. Not going to happen. Have you've been paying attention to the Stefan LeBron? Oh, Stephen A. LeBron beef. Ethan Cushman, good evening to you. Uh, Not really. I mean, no. I know of it. I paid attention for like a little bit for a day, and then I realized I don't care. Strus gonna fly up the paint. Out to Hunter for three at the buzzer. Nope. All right. Hey, it's 5-point deficit to the Cavaliers at halftime. The best team in the Eastern Conference. We'll take that, right? Dick Sporting Goods. No, no Dick here. Much like Toronto was missing their Dick, Grady Dick. Well, you guys have to remind me about the merch because I'll forget about that. But if Miss TSR is watching, which I think she is, try to remind me about that. Maybe we can come up with a plan, but it needs to be good stuff. And maybe we could do a couch contingent thing. I don't know. Something with boops, something cute, but also try to keep the cost down as much as possible. Yeah, Kellen Gart. Yes. That's Center Johnson, Randy. Or Center Kellen. He should not be playing center, but he has been. Yeah, the Toronto Raptors were now you just remind Ghostbusters. What is it? Things are going great here until Dickless made a shot off the grid. Is this true? Yes, it's true. This man has no dick. Ghostbusters is the next review on Stuck in the 80s for everybody cares next Monday on the second channel. But we got a game to focus on, and we need to get into the halftime stats. And this has been our guys are fighting tonight. That's what we want, right? No matter what happens, just don't don't lie down. Fight all night. And I like the fight we're seeing around the NBA. It's still early. Miami and Atlanta are tied. Chicago and the Lakers has that game starting yet. That's an 8 o'clock game, so never mind that one. Will I throw that on after this? No, that's all right. I might jump on my Xbox probably. All right, let's take a look at the Cavs first, and then we'll take a look at the Spurs. By the way, the Spurs outscored the Cavaliers in the second quarter, 25-24. They were outscored 30-24 in the first quarter, though, so that's why we're down. For Cleveland, Dean Wade has 3 points, Jared Allen with 2 points, Darius Garland with 2, Donovan Mitchell with 15 and 7 assists and 4 rebounds. He's got a shot at a triple-double. And Max Strus with 9. Off the bench, DeAndre Hunter and Isaac Okoro both have 9 points as well. Tristan Thompson with 0. Sam Morrell with 5. And Javonte Green with 0. The Cavs have 9 turnovers tonight, and for the game, they are shooting 43, 33, 100. We actually are tied with rebounds with them for 28. I thought we'd be getting killed on the boards. We are winning the turnover battle. We only have 5. Our shooting, though, is even worse than theirs. We are shooting 35, 27, 63. Hopefully, Spurs shoot better in the second half. We're going to need to if we're going to win this game. All right, starting lineup. Harrison Barnes with 3. Bismack Diallo with 4 points and 6 boards and 2 blocks. Okay. CP3, not off to a good start. 1 of 5, 2 points. Devin Vassell has 8 points. Stefan Castle. Whew. Steph is 3 of 12. Steph is 3 of 12. He's already taken twice as many shots as anybody else in the starting lineup. All right, 3 of 12 for 7 points. Off the bench, Mambo came in, ran around for 3 minutes, scored 0, did get 2 assists. Speaking of taking a lot of shots, Julian Champagny not shy tonight. 2 of 9 from the field, 6 points. He does have 6 boards. Jeremy Sohan with 9 points, but no rebounds. I mean, you have no rebounds. None? None? Kelvin Johnson, 7 points and 7 rebounds. Calvin with 7 boards off the bench. And Blake Leslie came in, ran around for a bit, and got 3 points and 1 foul and no other stats. Jeremy, how do you get 0 rebounds? Mamu and Jeremy, a total combined 13 minutes, 0 rebounds. Those are the 2 biggest guys off the bench. Well, not the biggest guys, but our best rebounders. What are y'all doing out there? Grab some rebounds, knuckleheads. Let's get back to the live chat and back to chatting to you guys. 0 rebounds. Come on, man. 99 likes. Let's get to 100. Where's the thumbs up there? Thoughts on Juan Soto choking today? I didn't know he choked today. Kelvin is a defensive liability. It's not like he's Peyton Pritchard. He's not a defensive plus. Unfortunately, Von Swine, we do have quite a few players on the team that could fall under that defensive liability tag. And that's all I'll say on that. There's been a lot of. They're having long rebounds. They're acting Paul. But still, it's weird to see Sohan and Mamu with 0 in the first half. I'm sure that'll change. Well, hopefully it changes. Is this like the Cavaliers type squad thing? I'm sorry. This might not be the. Some of these girls are a little too young to be dancing like this. It's a little weird. Just like the Spurs hype squad, I don't want to watch it. I've seen worse defenders too. David, we got to 100. Nice. It's weird. I'm actually gonna turn this off. I'm gonna exit my league pass for a moment and take a look around the NBA. All right. Mavericks and Magic are at the half. Magic are up 50 to 43. Pacers are beating the Wizards 83 to 61 at the half. The Hawks are beating the Heat 32 to 23 in the second quarter. Damn it. And those are the only games that are happening at the moment. Coming up, we got the Bulls and the Heat. I'm sorry, the Bulls and the Lakers any minute now. The Grizzlies and the Thunder any minute now. The Rockets and Jazz play at 9 my time, and Blazers and Kings at 10 o'clock. Well, I will not stay up for that game. Yeah, Area 51, I'd agree. What Area 51 said. The kid's performance, but some are so overly made up, and the moves are a little creepy for their age. I would agree. Gio, what's going on? Yeah, I'm just glad we're playing better. Tired of sitting around with only two. Yeah, last two seasons, 22 win seasons each, and this year we're over 30. Once we hit win number 32, apparently CP3 gets a big bonus. But not only that, we'll be 10-game improvement over last year. That's a good thing, right? It's an improvement, trending in the right direction. Or I'm watching the top 10 plays of the week right now. Number 6, Clippers and Knicks. And a huge dunk by what's his head? Zubac. I can't remember his name. All right, trying to call highlights is not. Oh my, that's number 5. What the heck are the top 4? Jalen Brown with a beautiful move. Gets in the paint, throws it down. Nice spin move. Number 3. Yes, I am watching this. Another poster. This is Jackson Hayes driving in the paint, throwing it down on Miles Turner. All right. Miles Turner might leave the Pacers this summer. It's a player that you guys have said you wouldn't mind coming to the Spurs. Oh my gosh, Jokic, what a pass! Just whoop. Is Jokic the greatest passing big man of all time already? Is this LeBron's game winner? Oh, it's a tip in at the end. Luca misses the shot. Terrible boxing out. Horrible boxing out by Indiana. And LeBron with the easy tip at the buzzer. Wow. What's up, Brizzy? Thank you for stopping in. Marvin, they're trying. They're trying. They're only down by 5, which I'll take it. Jokic is the GOAT. I mean, April 25th, The Accountant, Ben Affleck and John Byrne. Oh, The Accountant Part 2? I haven't seen The Accountant Part 1. Well, I don't know. Might be, yeah. Yes, I mean, Jokic is averaging a triple double this year, isn't he? I'm gonna pull that up, but last I checked, I mean, his assists per game were kind of jumping up and down between like 9.8 and over 10 a game. But I think for the season he's averaging a triple double, which maybe only I think the third player in history to do it. Is it Oscar Robertson? Obviously, Russell Westbrook did it. What, 4 times or 4 or 5 times? Something absolutely crazy. I know a lot of people pick on Westbrook for his shooting, but man, to average as many triple doubles as he did, insane. Jokic on the year is averaging 29.3, 12.8, and 10.3. He's averaging a triple double. Yeah, 1.7 steals per game. I think you're playing some D this year. Shooting splits are also really good, 58, 42, and 80. And as far as Westbrook is concerned, or Westbrook, depending on who you ask, I'm curious how many triples doubles he's averaged. I know his 3-point shot has never been great, and then it's gone even worse over the last 5 years, and his free throw shooting's disappeared. It's just his efficiency has just gone to the gutter. Really, the last Jeez. Ever since well, he's always actually not been a very efficient shooter. He's got a lot of seasons under 45% field goal percentage, which in the modern NBA is really bad. The big reason that's for his 3-point percentage. From 2-point land, he's a 47% shooter for his career. He's a 31% shooter from three, which brings his overall percentage down to 44. And his free throw percentage has been under 70% 5 years in a row. And he used to be north of 80% shooter. How does that happen? You go from an 80 to 84% free throw shooter, and then all of a sudden, poof, you can't even hit 70% anymore. Anyway, he averaged a triple double 4 times, 4 out of 5 years. 3 years in a row with OKC, and then his first year with Washington. And that was his last triple double, where he averaged 22, 11 and a half, and 11 and a half. That's crazy. Damn. Inefficient, sure, and a turnover machine. He averaged 5.4 turnovers a game back with OKC 1 year. 5.4 turnovers. Now, granted, his usage rate was probably off the charts, but still, that's a lot of turnovers, guys. That's auditioning for Pillsbury to be a spokesperson. Definitely not disciplined, but good, yes, that's fair. Westbrook's shooting has trended downward as fashion since. Guys, looking at his career stats, it's usually as your NBA career progresses, you either stay steady, at least with your free throw shooting, or it gets better. His free throw shooting has gotten worse, substantially worse. Since we're still in a timeout, I'm actually going to compare his uh his free throw shooting for the first just to show you what a difference it is. I don't know. I'm just looking at what Russell Westbrook tonight. I guess I'm just making conversation. If we go from his rookie season at age 20, make sure it's finishing loading up. Okay, age 20 to age 28. That's 9 years. My man was a 82% free throw shooter. First 9 years of his NBA career, right? Got it? From age 29, which was his first, I guess we can call it a down season. At age 29, he shot 74% from the line, which was at then a career worst. From age 29 to age 36, oh, basketball time, he's now a 69% free throw shooter. From 82 to 69. How? And then in the last 5 years, he's been even worse, shooting 66%. How do you get worse and worse and worse? Oh, I guess Shaq and Wilt Chamberlain never figured it out, but it's weird to see a guard go from being an above average free throw shooter to a below average free throw shooter in the course of their career. Russ back to OKC? I think so. I wonder if Westbrook's free throw shooting has gotten worse because he has some more injury now he's older. I mean Steph Curry is constantly over 90%. He's at that age. Larry Bird got better as he got older. So I mean, I don't think it's that. Maybe he had an injury. Did he have like a wrist injury on his shooting hand at some point? I don't know. Looks like after he won his MVP. Give me a mental thing. Jay, good evening to you. Yeah, the way you, I mean, Jokic was a second round pick. Let's not forget that. Crazy. Second round pick is now becoming one of the greatest basketball players of all time, which we've seen it before. Not so much in this sport. I mean, Manu Ginobili was a second round pick. We know that as Spurs fans. But I mean, when you look at late round picks, Jokic has probably got to go down as the greatest second round pick of all time, right? Is there even a debate there? No disrespect to Manu, but right, greatest second round pick of all time. And then you look at the NFL, that one's easy. Not only is he the greatest sixth round pick of all time, but he's widely considered the greatest football player of all time, period. Tom Brady was a sixth round pick. I think he is, Randy. What other great second round picks have there been? Manu Ginobili obviously springs to mind. How many second round picks have become Hall of Famers? I gotta get Q3 up. I just realized it. I'll get it now. I'm sure it's not just Manu, but it's probably not a huge list of second rounders. Strus for did he have three? Yes, he did. Starts off in the third quarter. 57-49. The Giants, the quarterback they just signed, Russell Wilson, Super Bowl champion, third round pick. Who knew? He was not drafted to be the starter, but he ended up becoming the starter very quick that season. Biombo with the turnaround little baby hook, good. Scores at 50. Jared Allen for two. Down the other end, Steph Castle in transition throws it down. Was Gilbert Arenas a second round pick? I don't know if well, Jared Allen with the dunk, nobody in the paint. The NBA used to be, I think, like 6 rounds too back in the day. Do we have a timeout? Yeah, we do. I'm gonna ask the Googles. Who are the top NBA second round picks of all time? Brief history of second round success stories by Yahoo Sports. All right, so this is from 1989 to present. So apparently nobody before 1989. You guys ready for this list? Cliff Robinson, Portland Trailblazers, headman guy. Cedric Ceballos, I remember him, slam dunk champion. Anthony Davis with the Pacers. Nick Van Exel, Rashard Lewis, Manu Ginobili, Michael Redd, Gilbert Arenas. You guys said Gilbert Arenas. He was a second round pick. Mehmet Okur. Carlos Boozer was a second round pick. I did not know that. Mo Williams, Kyle Korver, Paul Millsap, Mark Gasol. I think when you say Gasol? You're close, Rob. It was Mark Gasol was a second round pick. DeAndre Jordan, Goran Dragic, a former Spur. Wait, are these in order? Okay, they are in order. Isaiah Thomas, not Isaiah Thomas with the Pistons back in the day, but Isaiah Thomas by the Kings. Chris Middleton was a second round pick. Draymond Green was Spawn Swine. And yes, Chris Middleton, just mentioned that. Yup, yup. Nikola Jokic, obviously. Jalen Brunson was a second round pick. Do you guys remember Jalen Brunson? I did not realize that. Jalen Brunson was a second round pick. Dang, he's the most recent one. You guys mentioned George Gervin. I'll find out. Where was George Gervin drafted? I don't know if I worded that right. George Gervin was drafted by the Phoenix Suns in the third round, 40th overall pick in the 1974 NBA draft, but he chose to remain in the NBA and play for the San Antonio Spurs. I did not know that. I honestly did not know that. Back on the NBA, I think I mentioned it was like 6 rounds. Third round pick, 40th overall by the Phoenix Suns. Decided not to play with him. Worked out good for us, huh? Jalen Brunson started off with the Mavericks, or he did play with the Mavericks. I don't know if he started there, and is now with the Knicks. Yap Yap just throwing everybody out there. I'll tell you, the greatest 19th overall pick in NBA history, Luka Samanic. Man, I wanted that dude to work out. I really did. Had a great nickname, the Sandwich Master. Sandwich. We were all calling him Sandwich on the channel. We used to have little sandwich emojis in the chat. He sucked. Oh, I got points on the wrong board here. 61-53, my bad. Sell for three. Spurs down by 5. First said we don't have a single championship. Probably not, Fon Swine. Maybe not. There was the championship puzzle that makes the Golden State Warriors. He was an important piece of it. You take that away, maybe they're not a championship team. Back-to-back misses for the Cavs. A second offensive rebound for Cleveland. Garland dishes it, and there's going to be a foul on Bismack Biyombo. Yup, yup. A lot of people seem to be on board with Reno as our second round pick. The question is, will he be there? If we end up drafting 40th overall ish, Jared Allen's going in line for 2. Will he still be around at 40? Some mocks have him going in the first round. Some mocks, I think I saw one person ask if he's a lottery pick. I don't think he's going on the lottery. Some Tankathon has him ranked as the 55th best prospect, so he's all over between like 15 and 55. There's a big giant arrow on my screen. It's gone now. I just hope we draft size. That's it's a must. I know we need shooting. Now there are those Spurs fans that are the worst. Like, no, we don't need to draft size with this draft. We need to draft shooting and get size in free agency in the summer. Maybe I don't know. Draft at least one big. If we draft three players, two firsts and a second, one should be a big. Barnes in the paint, runner. Barnes runner. 63-58. Road trip, that's a darn good question. Will we draft two guys in the first round? We didn't last year. Had to travel. That's a turnover by Cleveland. Remember when we had the fourth and eighth pick? We didn't draft two guys last year. There's no guarantee we draft two guys this year. If we draft where we're projected, 9 and 16, the Spurs could trade that 16th overall pick. Or did they trade the ninth pick and only draft somebody like Rasheer Fleming? I don't know. Spurs almost turn it over. Castle gets the ball back. Out to CP3, 10 on the shot clock. CP3 is going to launch a long three. It's a 2-point game, guys. There's that too, William. There's also the question, play the positions we need. Will people sign with us? There's a missed three by Dean Wade. Spurs ball. Castle get it up the floor. Out to Vassell. Vassell back out to Paul. Paul's going to launch a three. Running for the lead. Over the back foul Castle. CP3 ball. There you go. See y'all drafting the water boy. I got to give credit to Damian Hernandez. He is one of the better trash talkers on the channel. And his two teams, I don't know I don't know your baseball team, but your football team hasn't won a championship in 40 years, and your baseball or your basketball team hasn't won one in 27. Now, granted, your basketball team was by far the best team in the 90s, no doubt. And you have the greatest player of all time. I'll not argue that. But those two teams ain't done jack in a long time, especially the Bears. 4 decades since the Super Bowl shuffle. They ain't shuffling on down to do it for us anymore because they ain't winning. They ain't so bad today. Well, Biombo! With the monster jam! Monster jam!
Thunder. Thunder. Thunder.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Wow, Bismarck. That was vicious. Throne man slam is right. That was righteous anger and fury. Castle getting up in transition quick. Stops, pops off the glass. 1-point game, Spurs fans. Castle pumps the brakes, and that's one thing he is good at. Just going into the paint, flying in the paint. Ah, dang it, Max Strauss, bad. Getting into the paint and just pumping the brakes while his defender's still moving. Vassell with a quick three. In and out. Dang it. I like the Spurs fight tonight. No matter what happens, I like our fight. We're going to have a jump ball between Strauss and Barnes. Why do teams... You know what, David, the interesting thing is if you look at this coming draft, almost all the teams out of the lottery don't own their picks. They're going to another team. A lot of the trades are more, can be like, it's two ways looking at it. Win now or playing for the future. You might be trading picks to get a player on your roster that you need. Bismack Biyombo, 8.6 boards, 2 blocks, and the biggest stuff of the night for sure. Nitty, what's going on? Jump ball. Oh, jump ball is Biyombo and Strus. My apologies. The Cavs win the jump ball. At least we've won this century. You at least give me that. We've won this century. Castle in the paint. Lost the ball, but he is fouled. 2011 and 14. So yes, it's been a decade for us. Decade. But still, I'll do you one better. We've won this millennium. Flag to the Wizards? Nick, I hope not. Damien, who is your baseball team? I honestly don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Is it a Chicago team? I would assume you're Bears and Bulls, so White Sox, Cubs. Don't want to admit it. Yeah, Castle needs to work on his free throw shooting, Brandy. He really does. Made one of two. He like 2 of 5 from the line tonight. It was the Whites. Oof. I had a feeling. That was a rivalry between the White Sox and Yankees. Listen, let's be honest. Both of us, both our teams are in championship purgatory. I don't remember the last. The White Sox haven't got to World Series recently, have they? Am I drawing a blank? Honestly, don't know. I'm not trolling. I don't know if they've gotten to one in the last 10 years. I've not been totally checked in on baseball, especially when the Yankees get knocked out of the playoffs or don't make it. I don't pay attention at all anymore. I feel like you guys had some good teams, but I don't know if you've made it to the World Series in the last 15, 20 years. The Yankees last won a World Series in 2009, Brian. So my three teams, it's all been in the last 20 years, but nothing in the last decade. They won in 2005. I thought it was, okay, they did. All right, so all right, so your team has won a championship. It did win in '05. Who the hell was on that team? Is Frank Thomas still with? No. Frank Thomas is the only White Sox I can name of recent memory. David, I'm not a Braves fan, but man, your '90s team, I can't believe they only won championship with that murderer's row, that pitching staff of Greg Maddux, John Smoltz, Tom Glavine. That was just amazing. And the fact they won, I mean, they made it like, what, 6 or 7 times, but only got one championship, which is shocking. Again, that's right. Road trip, yes. 69-66, 7 minutes and 3 seconds to go. It is Cavs ball. Talking a little baseball because why not? That pull up three is no good. Another offensive rebound for Cleveland. Strus with the ball at the moment. Oh, it's a missed three by Morel, by the way. Sam timed. Garland with the miss. Another offensive board. Now a tie up between Biamo and Jared Allen. We're giving up offensive rebounds left and right. Yeah, the Astros have been really good the last 10 years. Jim told me I do remember the Ozzie Guillen. I do remember that now. It took me a while to remember. I thought they had one year where yeah, 2005. Wemby would not let that happen. Sorry, it's DeAndre Hunter and Bismack Biyombo with the jump ball. Little people's elbow rubbing at the moment. Fallon Castle. Third Fallon Castle on the jumper. No, Greg, we can't stop the offensive rebounds. Rico, 1, 2, 3. What's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Castle with a hook. Darius Garland can't do that, buddy. Maybe you could do that in college. Could do that in college. I don't know. Garland get into Allen. Allen the paint. Throws it down. 71-66. 71-66. Galen's open for three. No, not anymore. He's not. Well, he's going to take a three. He's going to make a three. Spurs just 69 Cleveland. Hmm.
The San Antonio Spurs just 69 the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a missed three for the Cavs. Almost another offensive rebound. Castle get it up the floor, gets it to Harrison Barnes. Barnes in the paint. Layup is good. And one. That means the San Antonio Spurs have a chance to take the lead at the free throw line. My name is TSR Sports. I'll be here all night or until the game ends, whichever comes first. Probably the game ending because I know what I'm doing, talking into the microphone like this. If you're wearing headphones, hopefully it doesn't sound too weird. Andy Who says, the mic right there. Use your own voice. Frank Thomas On your bay, Paul Caraco. Vinny Dumazenki, Griffey Jr. Tracy says, I like that, Rich. Vinny Kennedy is saying what happens before I call it. Vinny Kennedy, you need to chill for a second. Let me get there first. There's the can't leave on the Spurs. Unplugs headphones. You call the Masters. Greg, it might be. It's 72, 71. You need soon to apply for the Masters. Sound cool. He grabs his wood. He lines up. And he sinks it.
Okay, I'm done. That's a 3-pointer for the Cavs. Excuse me, can you tell me where to get to my bus stop? We're not leaving anymore. Just like that, 3-pointer for the Cavs, 74-72, Spurs ball. Blake Wesley fakes the three, takes off into the paint, and turns the ball over. Why did you pass that? Wow, Darius Garland just slid on the floor and still kept dribbling, and now blocked by Biombo. Spurs ball. Vassell gonna catch and shoot three. No good. Ball's gonna get knocked out of bounds. Cavs ball. Biombo saying no. Biombo playing hard tonight. My voice sounds like a what star, Carlos? That was not a DIDDY narrator. I'm not saying his name because I don't know if that gets you flagged on YouTube these days. Thunder block of injustice. That was a great block by Biombo. Get that weak sauce out of here. The Cavs are going to the line. They're in the bonus. I hope so, Rico. What's up, Carlos? Hello to you. Spurs are challenging this most recent call. Rico, this game is close. Carlos, I'm not sure if you were here the other night, but Mikey sang a whole verse of Ninja Rap, the whole first verse and the chorus. He was dancing, he was singing, he was rapping. It was a good time. Bum 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 bum. I don't have the lyrics anymore, so I can't sing the song. Boom 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 boom. Go 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 Spurs, go go Spurs, go. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done being silly. 47 going on 6 over here. Almost afraid to say it, but Greg, I'm not reading that out loud. Well, thank you. I'm gonna be careful. David Lee has arrived, so that means you're gonna be like number what, bees? Messed up there. Hit the smash the thumbs up twice. Leroy, if they win tonight, that'd be win number 32. That would be a plus 10 over last season, and what a big win against a playoff team and a nice bounce back. We looked terrible against the Pistons. Went 10 minutes without a field goal in the second quarter. An awful game to watch. Fighting hard tonight, which is what I want to see. There's some weird stuff on this channel. Let me tell you. There it is, David. What? 121. Can we get to 125 thumbs up before the end of the third quarter? Maybe 130. The goal is 150. We've lowered the goal. We have less folks turning out. Right now, we have quality over quantity. Right. You guys are awesome. I can come up with an emergency trivia question if the Spurs win. I don't have one at the moment, but I can come up with one. I can always think of something. It'll also be four. That's right. We had the 3-game winning streak. Only 1 rebound for Derek Queen. This guy is not enough for. Who's he play for? Derek Queen. I forget. Maryland. Maryland. I'm drawing a blank. Thank you, Greg.
It's like the challenge was successful. Biombo is not called for the foul. Sam Morrell is. It means it'll be Spurs ball. You're not wearing any pants right now. You realize that was out loud.
Oh shoot! I didn't watch that, Damon. I forgot to watch that. Please no spoilers. I forgot to watch the UFC Fight Night. I totally forgot. It was a fight night. I was on a game night with my friends. I will watch that tomorrow. I usually watch those the next day because I'm usually busy on Saturday nights. I'll watch that tomorrow. Vassell just traveled. Well, we turned it over. Dang, I totally forgot about that. Thank you for the reminder. I have ESPN Plus right now. You guys want to hear something weird? I don't know if I told you guys this. Um, so I bought a new car last November, which you guys saw, the Yodi Mobile. It's Spursed out. It's Spurs colors. It's got Spurs stuff in the car. Free by Morel's no good, so I went with the rebound. And they gave me 3 months free of Sirius XM, which they do it a lot on new cars. Okay, cool, whatever, who cares? Sirius XM emails me and says, "Thank you for being a valued customer. Here's 6 months free of ESPN Plus." CP3, no good with the shot. So now I have ESPN Plus free from January to June. I was like, okay, I didn't have ESPN Plus before. Guess I got it now. DeAndre Hunter, beautiful move into the paint and blows the layup. Spurs ball, Sohan with the ball in the paint, and he's going to get fouled. I sound like Liam Neeson. Oh, you didn't see it either. Oh, okay, Damon, but I don't know the results. So please, no spoilers. I would really appreciate no spoilers, which you guys are cool, so I don't think that's going to happen. Liam Neeson. Trying to remember what he, didn't he play like a CIA agent every movie, a retired CIA agent? His family's always getting kidnapped. I can imagine Veronica, Butterfly, or Jedi when you change your voice in a sexy one. I'm sure they're dripping wet with perspiration. But it's hot in Texas. Come on, guys. Just kidding. 74, 72 still. Donovan Mitchell's going to drive in the paint. Layup. Good. 4-point game. Like Wesley will bring it up for San Antonio. Wesley, Sohan, Vassell, Kelman, and Champagny. A little center Sohan action. Wesley picks up his dribble, finally gets it over. Three was no good. In and out for Kelvin. Hunter in the paint. Misses. Foul. Going to go to the line for two. Rico, I haven't watching teams, so I don't know what. And that's my cue to leave. Oh, I don't know if whoever's in the stream asked. I think it was after I shut the stream off the other night. Somebody asked if I'm going to call the Giants live. I'm not. To call a team, you got to be able to commit to 95% of their games, I would say. And not all the Giants games are televised in my area anymore because of how bad they've been. I'm in Connecticut, and the Giants are one of the home teams, but the Patriots are the home team, so all their games get televised. And if they're on the same channel, i.e., CBS or Fox, the Giants get bumped. Last season, I want to say 4 or 5 Giants games weren't televised. And not only that, I just don't love calling football. I mean, there's stoppages in basketball games, but my goodness, the amount of timeouts and stoppages in play for the NFL, trying to do the clock is a nightmare. I'm good. I'm good. Devin with the ball. Out to Kelman. Kelman gets it to Champagny for three, and no good. Dude, Julian just got hurt on that one? I think Julian just got hurt. He's holding his ankle. I heard Champagny's not missing him. They help him up, and he is trying to walk it off. Whew. Oh, Pop, no idea. Yeah, why? But still, it's the Giants. Right. Oh, this might be a flagrant. The officials are going to look at it. This might be a flagrant. Reckless closeout. This might be a flagrant. What WTF is Wembanyama doing? He's not playing. Is he wearing something? I don't think he's not on the court tonight, is he? I don't think he is. So reckless closeout. Yeah, I didn't want to say his name, Paul, but I was thinking it. I didn't want to say it. Douche. Julian getting dinged on the play might help sway the announcer or sway the refs a little bit. Not gonna lie. I hope Wemby doesn't play for the French team. Rico Suave. Okay, you know, I'll be honest with you. Rico 1, 2, 3. I was like, I'm not sure who this is, but he's got a wrench. Very foul. Rico Suave. I remember you now. I remember you. Marmalade. I did not hear anything about. Are they talking about expanding the NBA? I hope not. All good, Angel TV. I was very confused when you said, "What's Wemby doing?" I'm like, he's been out since the All Star break. He's trying to get healthy. Did they, Cohen? Oof. Do they not like Julian? That's not Spursy. Stormy, it's I mean, we're right in the game with the best team in the Eastern Conference. Yo, do you slide it down, buddy? So Champagne will be at the line for 3. First one's good. French national team said they've already talked to Wemby and that Wemby said he's going to play this summer if he's good to go. I thought his injury was supposed to be 6 months of no playing. Do you think this maybe the surgery you got is to rush that timetable, which you should not be rushing anything? I missed that, Cohen. I totally missed it. Remember somebody went down a few nights ago. I want to say Devin went down and Kellen was like all over him trying to like make sure he was okay. Speaking of Kellen, he just took a little hip check. No whistle. Kellen's gonna drive in the paint. Layup is good. We tied the game. Both teams in the bonus. Mitchell in the paint. Misses at the rim. Spurs ball. We can take the lead for the first time in, I don't know, a while. So it turns it over in the paint. DeAndre Hunter off the glass. Good. Dang it. CP3 is on the bench, but he is playing tonight. Kelvin with the ball at the moment for San Antonio. Over to Vassell. Back to Kelvin. Spurs down by 2. 2:20 to go. Kelvin in the paint. Layup. No good. Champagne with the putback. Tied up again. He is Damian. He's out because of a blood clot. He had surgery today, but that's usually like a 6-month recovery time frame. There's a miss in the paint right at the rim by Isaac Okoro. Let's take the lead now. Do it. Do it now. Come on, kill me. I'm right here. Come on. Sometimes you got to do Arnold. Bell flies in the paint. Layup. No good. And a charge. That's the 4th foul on Devin Vassell. Can I see a replay? Yeah, that might. Seems like that was a good play by the defender. His foot's on the line. He's not in the protected area, but his foot's on it. Can your foot be on the line of the protected area as a defender taking a charge? I don't know the rule on that. Spurs are challenging it. The Running Man is a great movie. But I was not quoting The Running Man, for the record. I was quoting an Arnold movie from the same year. But I do like Running Man. Light bulb, Christmas tree. What happened to Buzzsaw? He had to split. Billion, I'll be back. Only in a rerun. Can't be touching the line. Okay, I think that's he is his. He's right on the line, like just a little small part of his sneaker. I'm very curious how they're going to call this. Man, Michael, point guard Sohan and center Sohan. As your shirt, my shirt is from the Running Man. Oh, maybe that's why he said he wants to watch Running Man. This is actually Running Man t-shirt. Spurs won the challenge. Thank you, show. No. Gonna lose a timeout, but the Spurs have Mitch Johnson's challenging. Yeah, center Sohan. Don't forget about center Sohan. That's been happening a lot this year. That was this close to being a charge. That was a good challenge. I didn't know the rule. Isaac Curl's foot was just barely on the restricted area line, but apparently you cannot be on it. I thought maybe you'd have to be in it. Can't be on it either. Lascelles at the line for tune-up. We can take the lead. Five, I love the racing. What's going on? I do not want Aaron Rodgers. Spurs took the lead. Wrong way. Wrong way, butt brain. Our Spurs are up. Aaron Rodgers, he's got it. He's got to do the Brett Favre, right? Packers, Jets, Vikings. You've already done 2/3 of it. Finish it off and go to Minnesota. What's up, Andrew? Hello. Because we're being hopeful, 5 lug. We have a chance to get the first overall pick. It's going to be not likely. We do have a chance. That's right. The Spurs got the keyed. That's right, Rico. You tell them. Spurs keyed. Mitchell with an In-N-Out burger. Spurs ball. Wow. I like our fight tonight. Devin with the ball at the moment for the Spurs. 12 on the shot clock. Into the paint. Out to Kelvin. Kelvin's going to fire a 3. No good. Throw with the rebound, and it's Cavs ball with a little over a minute to go in the third Q. Mitchell finds a cutting Sam Morrell in the paint. Layup good. 81 all. Right, Doug. He's a good quarterback, but he's also 42. I don't want A-Rod at age 42. 42, yes. 42, no. Vassell pull up J from the elbow, short. Throw with another rebound. And Morrell's open for 3 down the other end, and well, that lead one quick. Always end of the chance road trip. Plus, let's be realistic. Why the hell would I want Aaron Rodgers when the Giants are in a complete rebuild right now? And why would Rodgers want to come to us when we're in a complete rebuild right now? Kelvin in the paint, tough shot off the glass, good. Rodgers is going to stick around at this age. He needs to go to a team that's a contender now, not a team that's rebuilding. Doesn't make sense for either party. Now, Russell Wilson doesn't make a whole lot of sense either, but maybe since he's a little younger, a little cheaper, Bill Mentor, or whoever the Giants may draft this upcoming NFL draft. 10 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Mitchell gets by everybody and throws it down. Where's the defense, Spurs? Wrong team. Nobody. No rim protection right now. This is why we need a backup big, and Charles Bassey ain't him. Shot, the clock's running out. Kellen's going to fire a long 3. Nope. Without a top 4% chance, it drops like 1%. Where are we? Aren't we at like 4 or 5% right now? All right. I mean, hey, listen, we're down only 3 to the best team in the Eastern Conference going into the 4th. I'll take it. Xavier McKinney. Good times. Hey, number lock. There we go. Quarter 4 coming up, guys. I would say so, Joe. We have I think since the All-Star game, we have a top 3 offense in the NBA, points per game. So yes, the pace has gone up. But Kelvin has 10 rebounds. So does he have a double-double, Randy? I'm pretty sure he's getting close to. He's got to have a double-double. Where are you, Kelvin? Yeah, he's got a double-double. 11 and 10. Not the best shooting night. 5 of 13. Spurs have outscored the Cavs in quarter 2 and quarter 3. What can they do in quarter 4? We'll see. As I mentioned before, there's some games to keep an eye on tonight if you're a Spurs fan, which probably 95% of you are in the chat. We have the Heat playing the Hawks. Oh, wait, what's going on here? We want the Heat to beat Atlanta. The Heat are beating Atlanta 70 to 58. It's good. That's good. That's good. Because Atlanta, we want them to lose as much as possible, and then the Heat, we want them to win as much as possible. Actually, we want the Heat to knock the Hawks out of the play-in. There's a big gap between the two teams. I think like 4.5 games, maybe 5. But the Heat are beating Atlanta. That's good. And then also we've got Chicago beating LA. You also want the Bulls to win a whole lot because that could help our lottery positioning. But right now the Spurs have a chance to beat the Cavs tonight. And the Cavs, if you don't know, best team in the Eastern Conference and are phenomenal at home. 30 wins and 5 losses. They're good. We're hanging and banging with them, and that's what I want to see the rest of the season. There's 10 more games left after tonight. I plan on being live for all 10 games, which means for the first time in this channel's 6-year history, 6 years on April 5th, we'll have called all 82 games for the Spurs. I said I would do it at the start of the season, and looks like we're going to do it. Over 235, we're at 169 right now. That's going to be tough. You know, what's this half-court shot? Who dis? Fan? Young fan. Nice moss. A very nice performance. B-Ball Fanatic, what's going on? Paul, every regular season game plus Summer League and preseason, I did the math, it'll be 95 Spurs games when it's all said and done. By the way, to the chat real quick, while it popped in my head, the Austin Spurs are in the G League playoffs. If they make the championship game and the game does not conflict with anything on my schedule, would you guys be interested in doing, play-by-play watch along for the NBA G League championship if the Austin Spurs are in it? Held into the paint, bucket good. Promise name, promise kept. Man of my word, Belo. Sam Morrell for 3, no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Spurs ball. I see some yeses. All right. Wait, when's the last time the Austin Spurs won a championship? I honestly don't know. I'm asking you guys. I have no idea. Is there a recent one I'm forgetting? Probably. Calvin with the ball, spins around in the paint, off balance jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound. And the long rebound goes out to Castle. He's going to fire up a 3. Mount was in the game too, by the way. Stephon Castle for 3. And foul by Jeremy Simon and Mitchell. When they were the Toros. Okay, so it's been a while. Derek White's rookie year. Becky Hamilton. Okay, so you're going back to that 2016-ish? Stephon Castle with 1,000 career points with that 3, guys. A little bit of history. The 9th fastest Spur in Spurs history to get to 1,000 points. Congratulations. Oh, that was Summer League? Oh. I remember. Spurs up by 2. Congratulations to Steph on your 1,000th career point. Steph, Donovan Mitchell, Mitchell for 3. Wow. Or maybe that's champagne on him. I don't know. I had Steph in my brain. 89-88 Spurs back down by 1. This has been a very fun back and forth game. Steph in the paint. Out to Mamu. Plenty of time on the clock for the Spurs. Back to Stephon Castle. 12 on the shot clock. A rifle over to Sohan. Wide open all day for 3. Misses the shot. Eldon with the offensive rebound. Out to Castle. 10 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Castle's going to take off into the paint. Spins around. Lots of contact. And he gets blocked. That's something he's going to have to work on is know when to hold him and know when to fold him. Steph is a great athlete, but when you have 7-footers around you in the NBA, unless you're trying to poster them, you're not getting that little jumper or layup. There's a turnover. Fast break for the Spurs. Sohan layup. Rolls off the rim. Why do we suck on fast breaks? Ow! Ow! 12 and 18. Oh, it was recent, Paul. Okay, right before I started the channel. I don't remember. Keon TV, thank you for stopping in. Morrell for 3. Boink, no good. Oh, Champagne just got people's elbow to the head, I think. Julian Champagne just got knocked down by somebody on the Cavs. Fouls on Cleveland. Thompson's looking confused, like what did I do wrong? Let's take a look at the replay. You elbowed him in the back of the head. What do you mean? What'd you do wrong? You gave him the people's elbow. They're checking for a flagrant on this one. I think this was incidental. They are killing Julian tonight. Hunter had a flagrant foul with the closeout foul, and then he just took an elbow to the back of the. Jeez, poor Julian Champagne's getting butchered tonight. Yeah, Michael, you are missing. He really is getting beat up. Julian, fight back. Give him back a little of this, buddy. Where is it? There, give him Chuck. Julian Champagne taking the old people's elbow. That might be a flagrant. Not. No, elbows are legal in MMA, Paul. They are. I think even JT. I'm going by today's NBA rules. That's probably a flagrant. 90% of fouls they call are BS these days. I think the 12 to 6 elbow is legal again in the UFC, which is where you start your elbow at 12 o'clock and land at 6. I think I've heard this year it's back. I'm used to it being illegal. I mean, that is a foul. I don't think it was intentional, but it looks bad the way he just threw his elbow into it. Doesn't. They're gonna. This is probably gonna be a flagrant by today's NBA. To the back of the head. No, you can't. UFC, you can't do elbows to the back. You can't do any strikes to the back of the head if we're talking UFC. Your turnaround with the Pistons is what I want to see with the Spurs playoffs next year. You'll get a foul. You'll get a foul. You get a foul. Thank you, Alex. I thought it was. It's weird having it legal because my goodness, that has been illegal for so many years. I'm not used to it yet. A couple more flagrants and we got the dub. Like, do you get disqualified if you have too many flagrants as a team? Is there a team limit for flagrant fouls? I honestly don't know this. If you get 5 flagrants in a game, do you get disqualified? Well, it does, but again, I'm thinking with today's NBA's rules. In the 90s, that wouldn't even have been a foul. Ugh. I watched a play that I'd never seen before earlier today where John Stockton was running up the court in the playoffs against the Sacramento Kings, and Chris Webber just totally bodied him. Was just a foul. He just leveled John Stockton. Stockton was down for a few seconds, got up and said, "Nice one." Wasn't a flagrant. He'd be thrown out of a game for that today. Blaze and Bacon, we are competing. Absolutely competing hard tonight. I like it. Thank you, Greg. Two things I hear you say often is the Spurs gave up another offensive rebound and the Spurs missed. Yep. I mean, Andrew, they're only down by 1. Yes, the Spurs have a legit chance for winning tonight. This is what I'm really happy about the Spurs tonight is they had a horrendous game against the Detroit Pistons, as you guys know, or if you don't know. Flagrant 2, they threw him out. Oh my goodness, they threw him out of the game. Excessive and unnecessary. Damn. Tristan Thompson just got thrown out of the game. The angle, there's one angle it looks really bad on. That was a regular foul in the 90s. I'm a 90s basketball guy. He got thrown out for that. I actually don't agree with that. If you're going to call it a flagrant, sure, but throwing him out of a game for that, that could inspire the Cavs. People's elbow has fired the people. I don't think he should be thrown out. You want to call it a flagrant because today's NBA is, we'll call it what it is. It's soft, right? Fine. But throwing the guy out of the game for that, come on, man. Flagrant 2 is an automatic ejection. I know. I don't think it should be in a flagrant 2. Champagny hits both free throws. I knew it was coming too. The way the refs started talking, excessive. I'm like, uh-oh, he's using all the keywords that are leading up to a flagrant 2. It is what it is. We've had those calls go against us plenty of times. You guys know if you've been here or if you're new. I don't like today's officiating. Champagny for three. That was a 5-point play for the Spurs. Second time we've had a 5-point play. 5-point possession. I don't like the officiating today. It is what it is. Adam Silver sucks. Yeah, just throw it out there. Samarel for three, 93-92. Randy, I don't think it was intentional. I would like to think it wasn't. There was an angle. It did not look good. Castle in the paint, forces it into Sohan. Did that just go in and get popped out? Spurs still have the ball. Champagny throws it up off the glass. No good. Sohan comes in and hammers it down.
Thunder. Thunder. Thunder.
Dunk of justice.
And now another whistle. Tristan Thompson got ejected. He uh he was behind Yodi will be Julian Champagny. And this is Tristan Thompson. He was behind Champagny and he was looking at the ball and he threw an elbow up like this, just like this. And of course, Champagny goes down. He's just all knocked out and stuff. He's selling the people's elbow, but he throws the elbow, but it just the way he moved into it, I think that's what the refs didn't like. Yeah, it is what it is. Jared Allen with the bucket in the paint, 95-94. Thanks, guys. Yodi's okay, by the way. Yodi's okay. He's okay. They were just acting. Nobody got hurt. No plushies were harmed in the making of that reenactment. Mamu for three, no good. Castle gets the offensive board. And the paint, glass, and bucket, and one. Yodi's okay. Yodi's okay. Michelangelo, Leonardo. He's wearing the orange. Donatello was purple. Leonardo, like your name, was blue. Raph was red. Levi and friends, what's going on? It's been a fantastic game. Why are we winning? We're Jason, thank you. Classic replay. I try. I got to go with what I got. I can't show the actual game legally, so I got to go with what I got here, right? Yes, an old SNL skit right there. The whole game plus your reenactments. Yep. One, I try, man. Also, hit your throws. If we lose by like one or two, our missed free throws are going to be what costs the game. Max Drews for three. Let's guide it. Selena was not. Did I hit Selena? I hope not. Leroy, probably not. So in the paint, bucket one. Or bucket makes it a 2-point game, excuse me. Good evening, James. I should get a court. I not become a courtroom sketch artist, but I need a courtroom sketch artist to draw these plays real quick. Allen, bucket, good. Right from the post. Wow, these teams are going back and forth. Julian's been flagrant fouled twice tonight, guys. Flagrant one and a flagrant two. Champagny now for three. No good. Castle flies and gets the offensive rebound. Nope. Gets ripped out of his hands by DeAndre Hunter. Nice effort, Steph. Tie game 99 all, 7-11 to go in the fourth quarter. Garland with a long three, no good. Gets his own miss. And Allen into the paint, blocked by CP3, but he was fouled. Spurs are playing hard tonight. The best team in the Eastern Conference. I know you might say TSR, they don't have Evan Mobley. I get that. We also don't have Victor Wembanyama or Darren Fox, so let's not go with players missing. And Tracy, it's been a great ball game. It's been a go Spurs go. You know what, JC? I don't have a green screen in here anymore, so I don't have a way to put the silver dancers up behind me. Back in the day, I used to have a green screen up on here and a green tablecloth on the top of the couch. So it was all green screen, but I was always fighting with the lighting, trying to make it work, having a lot of artifacting on my hats or on certain things I was wearing. I couldn't wear any green shirts because I was streaming, so I eventually just said, you know what? Put the jerseys on the wall and we're good. Stephen T, Go Spurs, go to you. Castle into the paint, bucket. Back and forth. Thank you, Steve, for $5 super chat. And the Go Spurs go to you. And the Spurs are hanging and banging. Best team in the Eastern Conference. Good for them. And it's in Cleveland. DeAndre Hunter with the ball gets into Allen. Allen, the little jumper in the post again. Good. Spurs can't seem to stop the Cavaliers offense. Granted, the Cavs are struggling to stop us as well. Castle's open for three. Vinny, you are ahead of me. I'm going to ask politely before timeout. Please slow down with what you're putting in the chat because it does appear you're a little ahead. And I've had a couple times tonight where you've said something before I called. So please just hold the phone literally like 8 seconds before you put it in the chat. Appreciate it. There's a three for Javante Green. 6 minutes to go. All good, man. I'm just letting because I don't. You'll start getting timed out by the wrench gang, and I don't want you to get timed out. But you've been a little ahead tonight. I stream this on my Roku and NBA League Pass, and I'm usually a little behind a lot of you if you're watching, especially if you're watching it locally. That's a miss by CP3. Casball. I might have to get a Castle jersey at some point. Jared Allen in the paint, little jump hook, good. 3-point game. 107, 104, 5.5 minutes to go. Pregnant dancer, what? Man, the Silver Dancers have been gone a long time, JC. I don't remember. It's been a while. Castle's going to drive in the pink. It's triple teamed out to Sohan. Sohan's going to launch a three. Come on, Jeremy. Front rim, no good. 107, 104. 5 minutes remain. We're going with center Sohan, Michael. Center Sohan. DeAndre Hunter's open for three. No good. A fight for the board. Offensive rebound for the Cavs. Struz for three. No good. Another offensive rebound for the Cavs. And Allen absolutely hammers down the rim. Timeout. We're giving up way too many offensive rebounds. Which Yop just sent in the chat. I mean, we knew this was going to be a problem coming to this game, didn't we? Our small lineup against the Cleveland team. And they don't have Evan Mobley, mind you. Biamo's in because his offense is, I mean, he's not playing bad offensively tonight, but listen, we're fighting with the best team in the Eastern Conference. If they end up losing, so be it. But this has been a good game for the team. Opposing teams are getting second chance opportunities, third chance opportunities, sometimes fourth chance opportunities. It's bad. Loaded clip, thank you for stopping in. Donovan Mitchell's playing tonight. I don't think he was in there at the moment, but I'm sure he'll check in after the timeout. We don't have any 7-footers on the team right now that are healthy. Wemby's out. He's of course like 7'4". Bismack Biyombo is only like 6'9". Mamu's around 6'9", 6'10". I think everybody else is 6'9" or less. Barnes actually, I think he's like 6'8". Sohan 6'8". We're a small team. Problem with size. Well, boxing out's a problem too. We have 18 and you have 13. Wait, we have more offensive rebounds? Are we really? I'm actually shocked to hear that. It doesn't feel like it. That's an anomaly. We usually get crushed on the boards. For those of you just coming in, a interesting game tonight. Julian Champagny, flagrant foul not once, but twice. Once on a three-pointer where the space to land was taken. I forgot the foul's called now. It's escaping at the top of my head. And then Tristan Thompson gave him the people's elbow. I don't think it was intentional, but a people's elbow to the back of the head, and the ref cost him. I saw the Yankees beat the Brewers. Carlos, I watched a little of that. I was on at work when the game started, but I threw it on in the eighth inning. I saw we were up 4-1, and then I had some stuff I had to do before the stream. I'm not big on watching baseball simply because there's 162 games total in the regular season, plus the Yankees are a perennial playoff team, so then it pushes that number to over 170 usually. Yeah, Julian did take two for the team. I'd like to see Mama get more minutes too, Emmanuel. Pacers have 166. What? Pacers dropping 166 on the Wizards. I mean, the Wizards are tanking, but 166. Good God, that is. Um, he's still too inefficient to say he's our third best player. He is more aggressive than Devin at times. I don't know if he's there yet. They are averaging about the same points per game this month. He probably will be our third best player next year. Unless we get Cooper Flag, who might be our third best player. It's not a bad thing. We have to pass on the paint, tough shot, no good, misses, a lot of traffic there. And that's what Steph really needs to work on in the offseason is knowing when to hold him and when to fold him. He's taken way too many contested shots in the paint at times. I get it if you have a one-on-one, but when there's trees around you, get the ball out of there. We're now down by 7. If Barnes hits a 3, he is in the game. But Sal for 3. All right. 4-point game, 4 minutes to go. Yeah, Michael, Castle forcing things. That's what he needs to work on in the offseason is not forcing things. Sal does take a lot of contested shots, but it's usually one-on-one. Whereas Steph gets in the paint and Castle with the foul on Jeff. Wow, we have center Castle at the moment. Center Steph on Jared Allen. I think they just said that was Devasel's career high for 3-pointers in a month. Vassell at 19 points. He needs 1 point to get his 4th straight 20-point game. This is making me want to buy. I mean, I could go for some Pringles. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hungry. Another foul on the Spurs on the inbound pass. It's on Kelvin. 3rd foul on Kelvin. Cavaliers are in the bonus, guys. We get 150 thumbs up, by the way. Thank you very much. Let's keep the thumbs up train, though, rolling. It does help the channel, and that's all that I'll ask for here. I'm not going to ask you to hit a membership, a sponsorship, none of that nonsense. Just a good old American thumbs up, or French thumbs up, or Canadian thumbs up, or whatever you may be in this part of this fine world. That's a thumbs up. Show 'em, Pop. Jared Allen is killing us tonight. I mean, we don't have anybody that. Look how big he is. We don't have anybody on the healthy that can play against him. Is it center Barnes tonight? Right now, is it center Harrison Barnes? It is center Barnes or center Kelvin. Oh boy. Vassell. 3-pointer for Devin. That's 22 points. Ryan Castles looked okay tonight, but he's forcing too many shots. He's missed a lot of shots in the paint, probably like 6-ish, and he's been bad at the line. So he's been okay, but he's played better. Garland, all sorts of out of control into the paint, loses the ball. Spurs ball down by 2, 3 minutes to go. Kelvin into the paint, and he's going to get fouled. Not sure what the plan is to give Deviance the most minutes. Devin's defense has gotten better, Emmanuel, over the last month. He had 4 blocks in a game recently. Kelvin's defense has stayed pretty consistently not so good. Spurs member we are tanking and told Barnes to go play center. That's glazing big maybe. We need to recruit someone in the live chat who can play center. I don't think anybody in the live chat's gonna be playing center Stinger X Factor. Yeah, I mean keeping track of how many screams Kelvin has tonight. And we have a timeout after the first free throw is made. 112, 111, 305 to go. Petty, the Spurs are playing hard tonight. The Spurs are playing hard. You know what? Nice bounce back game for them. They were awful against Detroit. You know, I said it before, the Spurs aren't tanking. Maybe the organization wants them to tank by the nature of the roster construction and the lineups. But the guys are playing hard. They're playing for their careers. And you see it tonight. Good question, Ryan. I think there's always a chance. I mean, I don't think anybody's safe on the roster minus Wemby, Castle, and Fox. Kelman, Sohan, Vassell. I could see anyone getting traded. I wish them all the best in their Spurs career and their Spurs for life. But if the Spurs move on, then Spurs move on. I mean, look at the last 5 years. Derek White, DeJounte Murray, Jakob Poeltl, all guys I thought were going to be here for a long time. Gone, gone, gone. Well, that looks straight out of the 70s. I like it. Julian is safe. He could be traded. Tony, I'm not sure where he fits in, though. Is he a starter? Because if you got to expect Castle to be a starter as well. and Fox a starter. That gives us three guys 6'6" and under. Fox is 6'3", Vassell 6'5", Castle 6'6". That would make us very small, and we're already seeing what happens against a bigger team many times this year. We get crushed on the rebounds usually. Not so much tonight, but there's been many games where we've been out-rebounded by 10, 15, or 20. Diamo's only 6'9", but he does have like a 7'6" wingspan, so he does have long arms. We are very inconsistent. We were inconsistent with Wemby, though. We were 18 and 16 going into the first win in January against the Denver Nuggets. The Spurs improved to 18 and 16, and then the wheels fell off, and I think they only won 3 more games in the month of January and fell way under 500. It's a bummer, but next year, guys, we're gonna get the 32 wins this year. No matter what happens, we're gonna get at least 32. That's a 10-win improvement, and I have no doubt in my mind we'll have at least a 10-win improvement next season. Year 3 of Wemby, year 2 of Castle. De'Aaron Fox can have an off season with San Antonio to work with the guys. At least 42 wins next year, but I think we're gonna be more 45 to 50. 45 to 50 would be a playoff team, and my expectation is playoffs next season, barring an injury, of course. But I do feel I know we're a playoff team next year if everybody's healthy. We have lost a lot of close games too. Does Castle have a double double, Elaine? Does he? With rebounds, I presume. Does he have at least 10 rebounds? Kelvin's free throw is good. It's all tied up. Yeah, center Barnes. Greg, I hope I'm right too. We've been on this. We've been on YouTube together for 6 years, and the Spurs have been a losing team all 6 years. I'd like to call a winning season. I really would. Tom Vassell, that's gonna. Is that his fifth or sixth? Fourth? 2 free throws for Cleveland either way. No, I think 45 to 50 would be. That would be huge. Under 231, it's at 224 right now, George. It's getting close, buddy. I'm guessing you've been under 231. It's at 225. Thank you, Randy. No, we deserve a winning season. When the Spurs were 18 and 16, the Cats were lit. People were having fun. I was having fun. Not that we're not having fun, but I mean just the amount of go Spurs goes and just how the excitement. I love as a content creator for the Spurs and being part of our Spurs community, the excitement that was there at the start of the season that's mostly gone now. Still some of it there, but it's not to the level it was back in December. When we're talking about Wemby for MVP, Castle gets blocked again. Mitchell's open for three. Nope, gets in Jared Allen. Nobody can stop Jared Allen in the paint. That's an and one. No idea who the Spurs coach is next year. Two clutch Corey Go Spurs go to you. That's one thing I am tired of saying is Castle blocked in the paint. He is getting blocked a lot this year. I think he leads the team by far with getting blocked. I think he leads all rookies with most shots blocked in the paint. Jensen the Great, thank you for stopping in. Well, Castle's closing the game now, for better for worse, and he should be. He's a rook. Let him play. Work out these mistakes now, this season, which is pretty much now a lost season in regards to playoffs, as opposed to working it out next year when I expect us to be a playoff team. The game's not over either. Barnes going to force an off-balance mile-long air ball. Chris Paul with the putback, no good. And finally, Darius Garland gets the loose ball. 2 minutes to go. The Cavs are up by 5. It's been a tightly contested game all night. Appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. Even if the Spurs lose this, I'm glad they put up a good fight tonight. And a turnover. Spurs are on the run. Castle's going to get it up the court. In the paint. He had Vassell open, didn't see him, but he does get Barnes. There's a 231, by the way. Somebody said under 231. It's 231. Sorry. For those of you that were the under 231ers, I'm not a gambler myself, but apparently that was the magic number. All right. Let's light up. Yeah. Wide open in the corner is Strus for 3. No good. Get a rebound! Garland for 3. Second chance opportunity. How many times on this channel this year have we seen a second chance opportunity turn into a 3? And it just did. Vassell for 3. Nope. We don't get the rebound, though. Jared Allen gets it because he's a tree out there amongst our bushes. That was a terrible analogy, but you get it. Well, I'm glad the Heat are beating the Hawks. 5 on the shot clock for Garland. Gets it to Mitch. 2 on the shot clock. He's going to fire off a long 3. Banked it. Almost went in. Chris Paul. Cavaliers get the ball back. I felt the end to Chris Paul. He was getting double teamed. We just turned the ball over. It's in Cleveland, Carlos. It's in Rocket Arena. I'm surprised the Spurs are not fouling. Are we just throwing this game away? And Garland drives it. The Spurs gave up in the end there. Chris Paul is saying he fouled. I guess the Spurs tried to foul him. They didn't call it. I didn't see it. Last game, down by 8, 18 seconds ago. I mean, it would we need Reggie Miller or Tracy McGrady at this point. Neither one of them are on the Spurs. It was a good fight against a top team. It was. Yeah. Well, to any Cavaliers fans in the chat, congratulations, you got us. Maybe we'll see you in the NBA Finals in a couple of years. We're not there yet. You guys are obviously there now. We're working our way there. I'll stay to the end and go over the end of game stats. If you're heading out because the game looks like it's over, please hit the thumbs up on the way out. It does still help the channel, but I'll stay here till the end. But small ball against these guys, what a bad idea. You know what, Mira? Yes, I am proud of this. You know, let's get it up here. I said it once, I'll say it again. The best team in the Eastern Conference. We fought with them all night. They got us in the end. We only scored 3 points in the last 3 minutes. Yeah. Sorry, team off for my part. Darius, all good, man. Congratulations. Rhonda, appreciate that. Listen, take this with a grain of salt. Spurs are going to lose tonight to a great basketball team. If the Heat win, they'll move down in the lottery, and I think we move up to 8. I'm not rooting for us to lose, but I am sure as hell rooting for Miami, Chicago to win the rest of their games. And I am rooting for the Atlanta Hawks to lose a lot, like every game ever. I'll announce it tonight for those of you that don't know, but I think you know. We will hate watch the Atlanta Hawks play, and that's right. Doing our first ever hate watch where I'll call and we'll do the Atlanta Hawks saying Castle for a mile long 3, no good, and that's the game. There's a foul, doesn't matter at this point. We'll watch the Atlanta Hawks playing and be rooting very hard against them and hoping they lose. Al here, okay, valiant effort for sure. I don't know the money. I don't gamble the betting. I don't gamble. I don't do gambling sponsorships on here. Quite frankly, right here to DraftKings and FanDuel and BetUS. Not for you guys that gamble. You want to do that? Hey, fine. But I hate the emails I get from them asking for me to be a sponsor. I just delete, delete, delete. So they can suck it. They can Triple H it.
Suck it!
No, Eric, the missed free throws too. The missed free. Carlos, good night, man. The missed free throws were awful tonight. Castle didn't have a great game. I'll admit that. He missed. I'm curious in the end game stats how everybody shot. Portland flies in and throws down a dunk. Great, because there was a lot of defense there. That's the game. Spurs are not fouling as they should not. GG. We kept it close to the last few minutes. Chris Paul was 2 of 9 tonight. Yeah, well. There you go, Yasursky. At least we did not lose by 30. Have a nice evening, yap yap. I'm going to go over the end game stats. A tough loss, but I'm glad the team fought. All right, Anthony, it was not an embarrassing loss. You should watch some of the Duke. I have seen some of the. I watched Duke recently. Are they playing now? Is Duke on right now, guys? I actually will throw that on. Maybe have a bagel because I'm hungry. Wait, on in a few? Wait, game starting at like 9:30? Why is the game so late? I gotta work at 7, man. Do you know what channel that's on? Oh, Arizona versus Duke on CBS. I see it. Oh, that's a late game. Well, maybe I'll throw that on in a little bit. I'm gonna jump on my Xbox shortly, and then I'll watch maybe a little bit of the Duke game. I know there's 3 players on there: Cooper Flag, Kamamalu Watch, and Concanupple. So yes, yeah, I should check the Duke game. Well, it's a tough loss, but guys, we fought hard. What can I say? We fought hard. That's all we can ask. We didn't get embarrassed like we did against Detroit, which I'm very happy about. That Detroit game sucked. There was almost no positives to spin at that Detroit game. All right, looking at the box score, fourth quarter, where they got us. Actually, they got us in the first and fourth. They outscored us 68 to 57 in the first and fourth. We outscored them 59 to 56 in the second and third. So the first and fourth quarters where they got us. We'll take a look at Cleveland first. Dean Wade finished with 3 points, 1 of 5 from the field. Rough night for him. Jared Allen, unstoppable. 10 of 11 from the field, 9 of 11 from the free throw line, 16 rebounds. He had 29 points. Darius Garland, rough shooting night for him. He was 4 of 15, had 10 points and 9 assists. Donovan Mitchell, solid game, 25 points, 14 assists, and 8 rebounds. Max Strus, efficient night, 7 of 10 from the field. He had 18 points off the bench for the Cavs. DeAndre Hunter with 14. Really struggled with his 3 ball, though. He was 1 of 7. Isaac Okoro finished with 9. Tristan Thompson with 0. He got thrown out for the people's elbow on Julian Champagny. Sam Morrell finished with 13 points, and Javante Green with 3 for the night. The Cavaliers shooting splits were 47, 35, and 83. They had 13 turnovers. For the San Antonio Spurs, we had 10 turnovers. Our shooting splits were 41, 33, 76. Starting lineup: Harrison Barnes with 10 points. Bismack Biyombo played only 15 minutes, but had 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 blocks. No turnovers. He should have been playing more. We needed some size out there, and when he was out there, he was a +5, and he played well. CP3, CP nothing tonight. 2 of 9 from the field, 5 points, 5 assists. Didn't really get it going. Devaso, another nice game, 22 points. Stefan Castle, double-double, 22 points. Stefan Castle almost had a triple-double. 22 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. The blemish is his shooting. 9 of 24. There's 2 of 5 from 3, yay. But 7 of 19 from 2-point land ain't going to cut it. And his free throw shooting was also not good tonight. 2 of 6. Now, granted, a lot of Steph shots didn't fall. I think at least 3 shots rolled off the rim, so 12 of 24 is not great. But if 3 of those shots go in, he gets 2 more of those free throws, it's a tied game and we're going to overtime. But that's not the case. But you know what? A very inefficient night for Stephen shooting from the field and from the line, but 22, 11, and 8 is still pretty solid, but he's gonna need to be much more efficient moving forward in his career and just make better decisions in the paint, which he will. Let's not forget he's a 20-year-old rookie, so it is what it is. Mamu with 0 points tonight. Man, he's up and down. He had 34, then like 2, and then like 10, and then 0. It's all or nothing with Mamu, huh? There's no in between. Either double digits or nothing. Julian Champagny got beat up tonight. He had 16 points and 7 boards off the bench. A bit inefficient, though. 4 of 13 from the field. Jeremy Sohan with 13 points and 5 boards. Keldon Johnson with a double-double. 17 points and 10 points. 7 of 16 shooting. Just his 3 ball is dead again. He was 1 of 5 from 3. 6 of 11 from 2 land. Blake Wesley came in and ran around for a bit and got 3 points and 1 assist, and that's it. Tough loss to a darn good team. Let's take a look around the NBA though before we wrap it up, because we do have other teams playing that we could keep an eye on. Miami's beating Atlanta 114 to 101. Nice. Chicago is down to the Lakers 70 to 62. I don't expect the Bulls to win that, but maybe Lakers on a back-to-back will get tired in the fourth quarter. I can only hope. But if Miami wins, I actually want to check something. If Miami wins, do they drop below us or are they tied with us? Let me take a look real good. Tankathon has probably not updated yet. We just dropped to 31 and 41, and Miami, if they win, will improve to 32 and 41. They'll be a half a game ahead of us, and on a 3-game winning streak. That would move us to 8th. Miami wins tonight, we move up to 8th, guys. That changes our percentage from 4.5% to 6% for the first overall pick, and 20% to 26% for a top 4 pick. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm fine with just a top 4 pick. You guys, top 4 pick? Will that work for you? Is that good enough? I think so. We do play the Cavaliers again. We have 10 more games left. 10 more games left and the season's over. That was game number 72. So it literally is the final countdown. So my friends, please hit the thumbs up on the way out. It does still help the channel. Well, I'm going to call it a night. Been fun hanging out. I'll see you. What is today? Thursday? Yeah, today's Thursday. Wow, drew a blank there. We play again Saturday night. Who do we play Saturday? Oh, we play the Celtics. It's a whole game. The Celtics Saturday night. And then we play the Warriors Sunday night. Oof, I got a back-to-back this weekend. We play the Boston Celtics, the defending NBA champions, Saturday night. Okay, that should be. Jason Tatum's out though, right? I'm not excited. Jason Tatum's out, by the way. But is Tatum injured? Yeah, I know he's day to day. He might play Saturday night. I actually hope he does. I don't want any excuses. I want to see the best player from the other team. But that's all I got, guys. Appreciate you hanging out. I'm gonna wrap it up. Until next time, on behalf of myself, Selena, Baby Yodi, Lil Mikey, and Headband Grogu, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Spurs go.